get some water now.
Cheers again.
Another one. Another one. Yeah.
I was cheersing out to the beat. You couldn't even hear that shit. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. 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 Eyes closed, mind gone. Every time I snap, I be off. My own rhyme zone, I don't got a new line I can find, so I put the headphone on my ear, snapping to it like a motherfucking deer stuck inside the road, looking in my rear, hop up on the beat, doing real clear. Talking gore, talking blood, talking splatter all up on the rim, ayy. But life look like a little film, the way they die, dive into it, ayy. Cut the scenes up fluid, ayy. Dripping dark like manure, ayy. Sticky shit, keep it funky, ayy. Out my mind, shit is donkeys, ayy. Keep it real like a honey piece. Move my mind, shit, I'm running beats. I don't got time to fuck with race. I be on my shit like,
Yeah, I be on my shit like goddamn. Yeah, I be flying, I ain't even found a plan, ain't found a route. Fuck it, do this shit, ain't there no doubt, ain't there no drought. Yeah, I'm just drinking. Matter of fact, you know that I'm just sinking in the boat. Yeah, it's going real deep. Matter of fact, yeah, young nigga creep. I ain't got none, but I got some on a new wave. Like, yeah, this shit not front, nah, ain't no play. I don't play around, no EA, but still mad and hit stick. I do this, I been this, like damn. Back with the flow. Back with the flow. Nigga packing the dro. Young nigga packing the dro.
Packing the dro. I'm really just trying to make it snow. She just know that I flew this for the boat. She know that she wanting the throat. I'm pippin', I'm sippin', I'm cold. I need some deuce in my tummy, yeah. Fuck up poppers and get dummy, and you smoking on that skunky, yeah. Straight from the planet, yeah. Look where I landed, shit is fantastic, yeah. I'm feeling fantastic, yeah. She wanted it go, I'm sipping elastic, yeah. She want rubber bands, yeah. I'm counting the drugs in her hand, yeah. Yeah, where I go, yeah. Let the Glocky blow, straight in your nose,
let it go and blow.
Hey, straight in your nose. She put that coke in her nose. Outside nigga making it snow. What's on my neck and it's too cold. Hey, it's like 40 degrees below. Hey, stay in below. Hey, pull up butthole. On that nigga, I'm on go. Smack him nigga across the road. Doing my thing just like I'm told. Whatever I got in this song, I just gotta put on. All the teammates need a home. Everybody know it's on. Hey, they in the spot, they gone.
Yeah, Che, ay. I move with the rap, it's tight like wave caps, just moving it. Speaking in captions, hot like the coast. Staying hard in the winter, you know I'm so so with the flow. Rolling up dope, got 40 bags for the low. Bro, hit my phone like what's go. It's a green light, so you know I'm on go. Hot like the fire is, so I'm rolling it. So I'm smoking up till my lungs quit. Got a spirits in my lungs, smoking cigarettes. Motherfucker, what you doing? Who you trying to test? Yeah, I ain't past class. Got a girl past that, and I got money, stack that. Black Audi, no, I rip that, whip that, crash that, pass it. I'm off the Zen, flipping gymnastics. I'm moving, I'm speaking in captions, doing it rapid. Bitch wanna ride on my dick like she should. She look on my bitch, I'm so good. Loving this money, that I live it. Do it for the family, I'll get it. And the cup got purple tints, but I still got some champagne. Sipping on Douce. Shout to the bro moms, ayy.
Shout to the bro moms, put real fat before I go home, ayy. I don't catch no flows, I close my eyes, catch no holes. Put my hand up like a glove, bro. What the song is as I keep going. Oh, I be flowing for the B-roll, and I ain't got a word, I just keep snoring like.
It's your boy West.
Wowie, how's it going?
And you know we got some guests today. Introduce yourselves.
You know what, it's GianniP, you already know what it is.
Hey, it's the boy Speakeasy, you feel me?
Yeah, it's Rattler. You know, follow me on the gram at Rattler.
Yeah, it's Big Sweets. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for coming today. We got a special one.
Yes, sir. Special one for real today. It's definitely the finale pod today of the season 1, you know what I'm saying? So it's glad we got to get everybody in this thing and talk a lot today about shit. Our future, if you will.
Yeah, that's fire.
I feel like, you know, the mid-season finale, we got a lot of chance to talk about the things we accomplished in the past year, you know what I'm saying, reflect on them and whatnot, but today is some motherfucking celebration. We get to really look at, like, things, I feel like, in how you say, in a projecting sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, appreciating the future type shit.
Yeah, like we on the tip of a lot of shit. I feel like everybody here is about to do a lot of different shit.
I personally haven't met like any of you guys besides you two, so I'm excited to hear what y'all have planned for your future, like specifically.
Yeah. Right? I feel like that's a wild part about life in general that we get to learn is that shit be inspiring shit. When you run across motherfuckers and they be like, yo, this is what I got going on, this is what I'm about to do. And the next, sometimes you hear that shit and be like, damn, like, all right, like this one I'm on the next time. Yeah. But shit, let's just get it fucking started for, you know, the time being and whatnot. I guess we could go with Derek and shit like that. One thing I feel like I'm interested to know about you, shit, I know you move, you building the studio space and whatnot. Yeah. And on top of that shit, we also got some shit coming out.
That part. Yeah. Just moved recently, Los Feliz, fucking 1-bedroom apartment. Said, fuck the 1 bedroom, turn that shit into a studio, you feel me? I sleep in the living room, you feel me? As far as that.
That's that dedication, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's dedication, you know, just trying to like really like turn that shit up. Fucking producing, having people come through. Me and him have a song that just came out with my other homie Tempermello. The Way I Move out now. You feel me?
Bro, and
EP on the way, you feel me?
Crazy shit you can talk about. I mean, y'all can talk about this too. I know like you talked about you performed before. Do y'all have plans on like performing any shit this summer and like how y'all want to go about it? I feel like that's an interesting topic, you know, because I'm kind of learning about that too myself. Like, I got shit I'm about to put out, and like I'm kind of thinking on how I'm gonna go about performing.
I can hardly hear you, bro. Like, there's other people talking. I can't hear you. Like, I don't got headphones.
My bad. I'll talk louder then. My bad. I just forgot that like you can't hear me on the low.
Just tell it is also like just a little backtrack.
Yeah, just tell them part down.
Respectfully, I know this isn't my house. But we're doing a podcast. You guys can just like talk.
Yeah, we guys are good. Just a little bit.
You don't gotta be hella quiet though. But I was gonna say that I feel like tap into what you was about to say though about like how y'all feel about performing the motherfucking your new shit. How y'all go about that? Do y'all think about like how y'all gonna perform the new shit y'all make, or are y'all like got plans for it, or y'all just gonna do like some of the songs of your new shit, or y'all gonna do like all your whole albums in full? Like
me personally, I'm just looking for like right now like open mics, get shit going. You know what I'm saying?
Like premiere like some couple hard jams at it. Like
exactly.
Just find it somewhere to like showcase yourself. Exactly. Doesn't matter where. Yeah, I feel you.
Anything and everywhere. You feel me?
Yeah. It's all about like just getting out there. Honestly, like I performed a couple times, smaller events. I did one event that was like a little bigger. It was my biggest event, and it's just like it's really just going out there and doing it. Like honestly, I find myself like I'm sometimes picky like about like what I do, and I gotta kind of let go of that nature because like at the end of the day, I just want to show people like what I have to offer and like what I'm about. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think that's good though that you try to decide like what you fuck with and what you're not gonna do too, because you just gotta balance with that shit.
Yeah, I feel
definitely like you can go to the top crazy.
Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Shit.
What about y'all? I know y'all got some shit y'all got in the works. What y'all got planned on like performing that shit? Like
yeah, we both been working on the tape separately and shit, but my boy Rattler just been going crazy like always and shit, cooking. So probably hopefully
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what we gonna do for like the Planet Sweets tape.
I feel like that's some shit. Even if I haven't thought about it yet, shit. I mean,
but I already know.
I know I'm still in the early stages.
You guys have like a good amount of like songs.
Honestly, it's just like
but like going on the idea of like performing, because I figure I'm in the same way. Yeah. I got songs with you. I got songs with you. I got songs with you, and I'm still at that point right now where I'm barely carving the thoughts of like how to perform the songs. So that's why I was kind of curious.
Is it because it's not done, or is it because you're just like trying to figure out how you are going to present it live? Like,
because I feel like some of it I'm still thinking of just how to mix and shit like that. Yeah, like it ain't done.
That's exactly
like
what
you're
I'm
saying.
at.
Like if it was done in the bag,
songs,
like I don't got no more changes, then I
shit.
feel like exactly. I'd probably be thinking more so like, all right, this is it. Like how am I gonna perform that song?
Yeah.
But a lot of shit I'm still like getting it to the next level, still getting it, but being almost there.
Yeah.
That's the next thought I have future wise.
Honestly,
it's like,
too, bro.
Then like shows with it.
Hey, honestly, too, bro. Like I seen this Russ interview, and like I know a lot of people don't fuck with Russ, but he has a lot of wise things to say. And he had this one interview where he was saying like, when you have a song and you've already made it, like don't think too much about letting it go and like perfecting it. Get it out, bro. Get it out and move on and keep making music, because you're gonna get stuck. I myself am in the same position where I have a bunch of songs that I like, but I'm like, oh, I need a professional master and da-da. And as much as it does go a long way, bro,
I mean, I feel like one cool thing with that though is performing, because you perform songs differently than the way they out on the song. So if you have opportunities to perform the song, I feel like that works hella. Because say if you put out a song, right? Like if that song not out, I mean, that's one way of having it. But if it's out and you doing shows and shit, fuck however it's perceived as a song, you out there performing in different ways, killing the performance of that song. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that song is a factor that helps. Like that's a factor that helps that shit.
Not only that, but that's good promotion too. You know,
like you
like,
can win
hey,
somebody over from
I got
your
this
jam,
new song coming out.
even if it was like maybe not as mixed the way you exactly wanted to mix. But if you had a show performing that jam, you might smoke your performance of the jam in that way. So I feel like performance plays into that. Like having the song out to perform, you can get it to that connection to people, like being like, damn, like that shit was ill. You smoked that.
People
like,
can feel that. People can feel that raw energy. You feel me? Like that raw. Like this how I'm presenting it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
would you do like a show at like a venue yet? I feel like that's something that I constantly think about a little bit, because like I've done open mics and shit, right? But like say like the homie Ruben, who we gonna have on later, he just recently did a show at the Observatory, and it was his first one. And I'm just thinking of like, how would you do that? Like how would you feel about doing that? Like, how would you go about that? Like, if it was just like your Constellation Room, like your first, not like the biggest show ever, but your first show, like tickets, Observatory, like, cause that's just not that obtainable, bro. We about to be there.
I would love to like open up for people, you feel me, and just like have a set list and just do whatever 20 minutes. I'm just like, I've seen someone open at the Observatory, and they were not going in.
That's what I'm saying.
They were fucking around, and I'm like, I can fuck
there.
that shit up.
Like, I done seen some people open up that shit, and it's like cool, but like it's really just like, it depends how much people they fuck with you, like the fans. You know?
I feel like that's the thing, bro. That's tough. If you're gonna open up for a bigger artist, bro, like think about how hard that is to go in front of people who don't know your music, don't know your shit. They here for someone else.
But would you do it though?
Oh yeah, I would do it. But just like what I'm trying to point out is the perception. It's like you pull up and you're like, oh yeah, bro opened, but he wasn't really doing his shit. It's like you don't know him. You're there for someone else. You feel me? So he's just like trying to present what he got, and it just wasn't for you. You're also there for those people who might be turned in and be like, oh, you know what? That person went hard. That person was going in. You're there for those few. Roll few up. And far.
I feel like yeah though, like fuck it, get your runs in. I feel like there's not one perfect route. You feel me? But at the same time, like, it's always good to get some shots up. You feel me? Yeah. Fuck it, and then you'll see if you're right. If you can smoke that shit, a little one, then you can smoke a big one. But if
that's what I was saying. Like, it's almost like the opportunity to put the shot up right there. Sometimes opens up a big window. Right
I don't know. Like the question is a little confusing to me, because I'm like, if that's where I'm performing, that's where I'm performing.
But I feel like he hit it on the money. Where it's just like the amount of shots you can put
up. You got in mind like where you're going.
Real question for you guys: have you guys given thoughts to like the visuals or like stage effects you guys want,
of course,
while you're performing?
That's what I was trying to get at. Like,
I'm even thinking like as far as like music videos as well, bro. Like I'm talking sets, bro. Like I got like people who really make movies or like trying to make movies. You feel me? Like they're trying to start their own production company.
Especially, bro.
So they know how to like draft out scene for scene type shit.
Bro, like speaking of Pierre, speaking of Cardi shit, like I feel like it's hella cinematic in the sense of like lights and that shit will play a big factor.
Some of this music sounds like a fucking movie, bro.
You know what I mean? Like lights with that
shit is a fucking movie. You feel me? So if I just hire some people, exactly. If I hire, it's like if I were to work at fucking Hollywood or some shit. Like if I made an amazing soundtrack, some fucking director's like, this sounds like this. He's gonna fucking think of some shit, or like a storyboard writer or whatever. He'll turn into some shit. So yeah, I'm already thinking like that, like all the time about everything. You feel me?
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna just let you know, like when you do perform though, rare is it that you do get to pick like what you would have in your backdrop and shit. Like rare. It's rare. It's pretty rare.
They don't let you fuck with that shit?
No, I fuck with it for sure, but I'm saying like
no, they don't let you, like when you go to the venues, they don't let you play with that shit.
Basically what it takes is like it's like you need a projector screen, you need like a backdrop, you need
those LED lights.
It's almost like in order to fuck with it, you have to come with every ounce of the shit on your own.
Yeah, like say you come with the video and shit, but they don't already come with the projector and shit. They don't got that shit on deck.
Say you had a video like, all right, this is my set and this is what I got for the backdrop. It don't matter, like they need a projector, bro, to project it on the background. So unless they have that, then obviously they got cool lights and shit like that.
We met one homie like that in our life that he's still a homie now, and I gotta shout him out because he did a lyric video for us, and bro, he was taxed, he was bomb at it. Shout out to the homie Liam, but he does that for a fucking living, bro.
Oh word, then that's what you need right there.
Like, and that's why I know that's real. Like
he designs them.
So he was back in the day. Ruben actually did a show with him. That's how I met him. He did like Splatter, which is like the splatter
I've seen
shit.
people who done that.
And I thought that was some shit, bro. He took that shit to the next level.
Like the tie-dye shit.
Like now he goes on tour. Like other acts will book him to do their visuals.
Yeah, that's fire.
Like because he just like he started it up, and then they were just like, nah, like damn, you're really nice with it. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, he has all the equipment and shit to do this shit though, and he has to bring it, and he charges for bringing it. So I see how when you come with just like if I come with a video, they're gonna be like,
nah, bro, we got
like,
you want to play it off your phone? Like, what you trying to do with it?
I'm thinking of like the LCD like screens right behind with like the crazy graphics going.
He does that
like,
shit.
That is wild. If I could have that going, that'd be
How
fire.
much
That's the question.
for the lyric video.
It wasn't that bad, honestly.
That was
Shout
just
out
a
to
lyric video.
Like,
He hooked us up though.
It was like I wouldn't say it wasn't that tax. I think our perception of tax on it, and I will say
But
it
he
is
did
just
tell
like
it, he told us the prices of the other shit though that he really does.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it was like professional price. Like
yeah, I think it was just because it was like
Did he give you all a discount?
he did.
Homie discount.
He did give us the homie, like I think like the homie hookup.
That's right.
Because he's from out here.
Yeah, he's a real one. He's
supporting the artists and shit.
Yeah, no, I think, and that's for sure. That's some real shit, man. Like the community aspect and like helping each other, like helping other artists
shout
out.
out to
Like,
Ruben though for being on that tip in the beginning, bro. Like Isai was there some of those days of like just him inviting us to his shows. Like that's how I met that fool. Like I was at a Ruben show and he was doing the lights, and he was talking to us. Matter of fact, shout out to Andrew. I think Andrew's there too, low key. And then the homie that was doing the lights, we met him, and then later on he did a lyric video for us because he just became big in doing the lights and shit. But fucking shit on the future tip. What y'all think about? Hold on, man, damn, you confused me. So you started talking like you was about to say some shit.
no, I was.
I was saying on the future tip, what y'all got coming this year, musically?
I want to hear, bro. I want to hear what you got, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully, in May, I'm gonna drop the tape, and the next month I'm gonna do 2 singles.
What was the name of the tape again? I didn't hear it.
Planet Sweets.
Planet Sweets.
Yeah, we gotta go to another planet.
Produced by Rattler.
Okay.
My boy Rattler went crazy like always. You know what I mean?
So what's the planet like? Like, give us like a rundown of what Planet Sweets is about.
Honestly, I'm gonna show you guys the cover. That shit looks like the cover, bro. That shit's just like very like melodic type shit. Like every song type shit, I try to hit a different flow. You feel me?
Fuck it,
so we just went to a different zone. Right?
What you got to say about the beats on the project? How you feel about them? Ooh, I'm glad you asked, nigga.
Got some water refreshed and shit. Hold on, you asked a good question. Nigga, these beats, bro. Like, even when I started making this shit, like, we had like a specific sound when we started. You feel me? But like, as we just kept making, bro, like it had like 10 tracks, and we're like, damn, we gonna keep going. Like, fuck it.
I remember punting to the stew
like
and
20,
seeing that
like,
shit was like, I thought it was 18.
You feel me?
So Rattler pointed to the whole nother corner, and he was like, nah, it's 20 something.
Yeah, nigga, we had like,
I was like,
how many tracks y'all got? Yeah, it's like 40 plus now.
Hey,
but
is the whole
like,
tape gonna be 40? Or you gonna like
Nah.
trim it
Cut,
down?
trim
Yeah,
it,
you
yeah,
trim
that
it
was
down
good,
and
thank
just
you.
pick the favorite
we just
ones.
making a
But
whole new
like,
sound
there's
right
like,
now.
Yeah,
we
18
gonna put it
minutes
out.
to
It's good to
Probably-
have something to choose from because you can pick like the top tier of like what you got going on.
And
You got a lot.
I
You got a
think
lot.
like, you feel me? I tried all the other formulas and shit for dropping, but definitely just stack your shit up.
Facts.
And you can just drop as much as you
Drop
want.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got a
And
question,
when you
bro.
have a lot, it's like you could go with like what the energy is. Say you drop a song and like that one gets a lot of like publicity. You got 30 other songs, 35 other songs. You'd be like, all right, this is similar to that vibe.
Keep it
And
rolling.
You could like continue that. Yeah, exactly. Keep it rolling. You keep the ball rolling.
That part.
I was
Yeah, but-
interested, like, I feel like, in some sense, because I've been fucking with your music for a minute and shit, and I was wondering, like, do you think it has to do a lot of times with, like, the versatility in the songs you make? I think, like, sometimes, like, seeing all the shit you make over time, you really get the full scope of which ones is, like, the bangers. Because
That's
you
what I'm
make a
saying,
lot
like-
of different shit, bro.
But I make a lot of different shit. You know what I'm
You
saying?
too, you know what I'm saying? You
so
make a
working
lot of
with this
different
nigga,
shit.
he doing a bunch of different shit.
You
That
do
makes
that
me make
shit
even
too.
more
Also,
different
like,
shit.
where there's certain times I'll pull up a beat this was made, and he'll be like, damn, I didn't remember that was this hard. Like, all the time, bro. Like, he won't remember that it was that hard of a beat, or like that he like went up. But like, y'all make a lot of varied shit.
I
You
got
know
my
what I'm saying?
shit- I got
it's
my
like,
shit so
I guess
organized
seeing
right
it in
now.
a whole right now helps you organize it.
Yeah.
Because you're like, shit, I could put this pile in this pile, this pile in this pile.
Well, that's
like,
what me and you finna do with the next one. You feel me? But that's just how it is, bro. Like when you ask me the question about the beats, like that's how I started coming with the beats. Like it started making it even easier. You feel me? Because we already got a whole concept.
Like how because you just earlier, shout out to everybody that's kind of tapping in on this little bit of peeling back the layer right here. Like earlier, he was telling me about that because a lot of the songs we made already for the project that I'm gonna make on him called West Side Story is gonna be like but West Side Story because it's gonna be like 7 songs.
That's hard. I fuck with that. Yeah, I fuck with that. That's cool.
But the hard shit about it, he was telling me right now that he wanted to try to craft some beats the same way he was describing how he craft.
Let me ask you a question, bro. How long does it take you to create a beat? Like when you're making beats, do you knock out a couple in one session, or do you? I know it varies for show, but just like generally speaking, do you knock out a couple, or do you really like take your time crafting a beat at a time?
So this is like the best example because I also record niggas, so I be engineering at the same time. So I gotta make them fast, but I gotta make them good though, to where like somebody wants to record on it.
Yeah.
Like last session we had, I made like 4 beats in 2 hours, but they're all different. You feel me? So like 30 minutes each beat. It's not hard to make the beat, especially when you have a lot of patterns. When you keep making beats for real, you already know what you're doing. So once I get the melody and I get it sounding right, I do it and I come up with like the concept while I'm arranging the beat. So then I got 4 different beats that sound completely different arrangements. They might be different time lengths. Like this one's 2 minutes.
That method is like a hella productive method because it does what y'all talking about. It hits y'all vast areas, but in like one setting. Like,
bro, you want R&B? I'll make 2 real like R&B songs. The next one's gonna be a turned up R&B with like some trap drums. It's gonna sound different as fuck.
We did that the first time I went to the stew with you. Because the other homie, like I made a song called Father Figure that will be on our shit, right? And right before that, I made a song called Ghostin'. You already can see in the names, these got 2 different contexts to them. But it was
Ghostin's crazy.
But it was the vibe like that.
Ghostin's like a whole new, like not a new genre, but it's a whole new subgenre. Like people could get on that and try to steal that shit. Like
it was definitely like vibe, some like it was definitely like some YG mixed with my shit. Like cause I don't really make music like that. So like, but speaking on what we did, I did that immediately after that. He played another beat by his, and I wrote a song on some completely other tip. You know what I'm saying? So it was almost like on the early tip of what he was saying, like doing like this song, then boom, switch to another style of beat, then boom, switch to another style of beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, we didn't think about that then, but I'm glad how you incorporating that in your just beat making process. That's ill, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was just how I do music in general. Sometimes I feel like if I really put myself into one vibe, sometimes I'm like, damn, let me like, how do you say, detox on that.
Yeah. When I get down to it though, like if I make a beat for like an hour plus, you're getting like a score. Like I'm trying to make like the best arranged, the best like the chord progression matches everything, bro.
Shit.
Everything's in the right key. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So
I think that's what I fuck with about bro and shit. Like he really put in that, feel me, those hours in. You feel me? So now it's like he can do kind of what he wants, but still be like experimenting
pertaining to like who specifically is there. Yeah, I fuck with that tough, bro. That's hard to find actually.
If you want something specific, he can lay it out to you, or if you tell him like, "Hey, just go with it, run with it," he can run with it crazy.
I think one thing y'all sleeping on though, and I think Derek witnessed, and I gotta ask you about Rattler.
What's up?
Is your motherfucking bars.
Yeah. The bars, yes sir.
Like, we get caught in all this mirage right here, right? And like, nigga, there was a studio session, bro, at 3 a.m., bro. I done fell asleep.
I told him not to forget his lyrics.
And you know who's the only fool in the studio recording bars? This fool, bro.
Appreciate
and then
we
put out a song, like this would show me the song. And I was like, motherfucker, like this just sounded badass. It sounded badass.
Can I ask everybody a question? So when you hear a beat, or if you're making a beat for you specifically, so if you're making a beat and you're thinking about lyrics, do you try to go off the top always, or do you like sit down and you kind of think about it for a second?
Shit, I feel like it used to be. I feel like just now it's just punching in after every, cause I just feel hella creative. But if I really want to, I'll sit down right. But I haven't wrote in a minute type shit, cause I feel like that's like my mix type shit. Like I just like going with it type shit. Yeah. But the storytelling aspect, I feel like you do have to go back, write some shit, or like write some shit straight off the bat.
Just so that it like maintains like that pathway.
Cause I feel like if you lock in too, if you really lock in, and like
then it's gonna come up the top.
Story.
flow, yeah. And
Like,
that's
I
when
feel
it's
like
the
just
best.
'cause
That's
what
the
you
best.
think about it.
The
Yeah.
thing I feel like a lot of people are kind of like forgetting and missing, especially like with this music shit. Like it is fun, but it's business, bro. So like you develop a certain way of like how you record based off your business.
Right,
Like,
that's
especially when
some
I
shit.
started, like I would write everything. You feel me? But then like when you making so many songs so fast, like punching in, like working with this nigga, like punching in like that, bro, changed the game. I was like, bro, this is easy as hell. And now I get to the point.
I feel like knowing both of y'all, I think y'all click in that regard. You know what I'm
it
saying?
works.
Yeah.
Because look at this. I feel like the world in itself, people is very different and varied and unique. You know what I mean? Like, especially when people be themselves. Like when people start to be themselves, like they really be like one-on-ones.
Yeah.
And I think like within that,
Anomalies, my nigga.
you know what I'm saying? And
Come
I
on,
think
bro.
like within that, like
Yeah.
that's something
Some
I've
Matrix
always
shit.
noticed, like between different people. Like me and Lincoln and Mauricio was almost like the reverse planet of that. Like I ain't like that pressure. You know what I'm saying? And this was like the opposite of that, where it's like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I thrived within that. And while like the business shit was something I always knew was there, personally, like as like since we one of ones and shit, it always deterred my spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then once I like look past that shit, it's like, well, maybe, you know what I mean? Like that's a part of it, but like you never get around it. And then I start to bypass it, cause I was like, shit, all right, like, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
But for some fools, like when I work with you, I realize like a lot of people, they need that to grab onto to maneuver to the next stage within it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's that way they mental is. It's like, where's the business within this to grab onto the next?
Well, that's what making a career out of it is, bro. Like,
mean,
if you
it
really
is.
want to, if you want to make money doing what you love,
hey,
like
I'll-
it has to turn into a job, bro. It's
I
like you
agree
have
with
to
that.
get money
You
for
gotta-
it,
you gotta
bro.
bring
I
that
agree,
chips
I
in.
agree with
That's
that
what I'm
100%.
saying.
It's
But
like
I'll
Uber, bro,
still
like,
die on the hill of like,
you wanna make money,
we're
you gotta
all
drive,
one of
bro.
one people though. So I don't really subscribe to the idea that there's a general way. Like you just said earlier, my boy right here just said it. I don't think it's one way to get to anything.
Well,
Nobody
that's
got the
not-
recipe, you
yeah.
feel
So
me?
I feel like within that is how I see everybody's way.
Well,
You know what I mean?
To build on
Because
what
it's
you're
like-
saying, you
'cause
can
look at
take
your
many
way.
avenues, bro.
Well,
You
just
can
like
take any avenue.
yeah,
to
like
go.
that's what
How
I
he
look
was
at
saying
it.
he likes to punch in. I know you like to
Pause it
freestyle.
right there, bro.
Exactly.
When
and
I'm
it's
doing
like,
shit, I
you
just
know what
like to
I'm
write my shit. Like I'll write my shit and I'll get the 16 out because I want to think about what I gotta
saying?
say, and I'll like sit
you can
there
write
and
the way I can fucking freestyle.
Yeah,
Where like this
exactly.
motherfucker can
It
write
just-
some shit in like the 5 to 10 minutes.
I know
It's
how
just
to
like
write
the way
shit
he
quick.
wants it. You know what I mean?
Like, let me get this out real quick because I want to think about the bars and how's this connecting, and then let me get in the booth. 1, 2 takes, boom, it's out like that. Like, but it's just whatever works for you best.
That's what I mean. Like I feel like that in turn is how people get to the next level in their personal grind. Like when they kind of like tip
What-
off of the generalizations.
What is it
and
like?
they
What is
realize what
efficient
the
for
fuck
you?
works for you.
Yeah.
And then you kind of break that barrier. You're like, oh shit. Like y'all clicking up. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of like, damn. Now the possibilities is limitless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like somebody asked me, like they saw a picture of like Young Doug. Look, Young Doug likes to like record right there next to his engineer.
Yeah. 'Cause he's smart.
Yeah, he's very smart.
Yeah.
Someone
That's what I'm
asked me,
saying. He was
yo,
probably making bangers, but when he found the homie that he's like me and like Alex Toomey, when he's like me and Alex Toomey is locked in, it was probably over because he
Shout out
realized
to
that's how he's the
Alex
most
Toomey.
conductive.
Yeah, somebody
I
gonna
watched the
match you.
YouTube
Somebody
video.
gonna match exactly what you putting out. Like,
and then that helps you boost it in turn because y'all just in sync. It's no thinking about it.
People pay real good money for their engineer, bro. Like
Facts.
once you find that one person, I'll pay anything for you to stick around, bro, and just keep helping me push out that.
I think
shit,
when I
bro.
was young, I just didn't look at the right fools, and then I started studying fools that did it.
Yeah.
And the couple fools I found that I really was into, it was specific genres and fools. It was Rick Ruben, Mike Dean. Like it was people
Mike
that
Dean.
really created a
Dope.
vibe, and they look a little crazy. But then when they came out and they got the Grammys, they was dapping them. Those was my niggas. Those was my niggas. You know what I'm saying?
man.
But then the Grammys and they was suited
Nah,
up,
real
they was
shit.
like, my
Hey,
nigga.
real shit. Some engineers you would never guess that they crazy with it.
Yeah,
real
like-
shit. Just the most normal looking person. Because like we were talking about earlier, actually, I feel like a lot of being an artist, like an actual like the lyricist, for example, just someone who's on stage, it's all about image, bro.
Yup.
The engineer is gonna be the most talented person you ever met, but like, would you like on stage? You'd be like, nah, like
They just in the
nah.
background,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. But they're like the root of it all, bro.
That's all they need to be, cause they right there to hold it down.
Yo. So I think now, cause we talked about your projects, then next we should talk about the shit y'all are coming out, and then we'll just do life affirmations.
Shit,
Yeah.
for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Go ahead, bro. Take it away.
Well, shit, I got I got like you know, some singles coming out here and there until the summer. I got the EP coming out in June. It's named Jamais Vu. You feel me? It's like the opposite of Deja Vu.
Also, we haven't talked about the concept of our tape, but
That's
I mean, here, like, if they catch it here, they catch it here. But one thing I want to run by you that I ran by Rattler is we got to deep more into it. I like how you got deep titles though, bro. Because for ours, I was like, bro, we gotta have a deep title. Like it gotta be like science fiction. And like that was like my rough title, but it was more so the concept of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be that in depth.
I like to like kind of think of like the title kind of goes along with like what the album is about.
Yeah.
And I kind of came up with it talking to my coworker actually. And Jamais Vu is the opposite of Deja Vu. Deja Vu, you are in a situation, but like you feel like you've been there before. Like you in this podcast and you're like, oh shit, like this feels the same. Like I've been here before type shit. But like Jamais Vu is like you in a situation and it feels brand new, and that's what this sound is for me. Like it's still my music and it's still my vibe and it's still me.
It's like you've been here before.
Yeah. But it's like, but it's still like it's still new.
Got you.
Like it's something that like I haven't put out type shit before, cause it's not no hip hop shit. Like it's some like more like energy heavy, like trap, like upbeat shit. So it's some new shit for me. You know what I'm saying? Jamais Vu. Like
I like that.
How many tracks it got?
It's a little EP. It's like a little 5-track EP. You feel me? Like short tracks. You feel me? 2:30 type shit. But like they all bang though.
And when are we gonna be hearing that
crazy
shit?
It's coming out in June.
Fuck yeah.
I want to say I really admire everybody's confidence in their craft, because confidence is a really important like characteristic or trait to have being an artist. We talked about this on the last pod, but like I go along knowing that being an artist, you're putting yourself out vulnerably to be judged by people.
100.
By all people. So it's like just remain confident, humble to an extent, because I believe that you still need to let them know who you are, bro. Don't be too humble, for real, because you have to have that confidence in yourself and your ability to do what you got to do, bro, and to show them what you're about. Everybody gonna judge you. That's what you put in your music out for. You want everyone to hear it.
That's what stops people like actually, because they're like, oh, this is like we was just talking about, like this isn't ready, and I need to fix this. Like now the people ain't gonna hear that. The people just want to hear the music.
So
I feel like that's what you're thinking about too. When you holding on to music, you're thinking like, all right, what is everybody else gonna think about it though? Like that's what gets me caught up. Is it's like, all right, this sounds cool to me, but I know it could be better. I want everybody to hear my music and be like, damn, oh yeah, bro took his time. He knew exactly what he was doing, you know. So that's what stops me, bro. But you have to surpass that judgment. That's the wall I've been climbing, bro. It's just being like, you know what? Fuck what everybody say. Just keep going. And one day, people gonna be like, oh yeah, bro, cold. Oh, but he been doing this. Exactly.
You gotta stay on your own wave. You feel me? Ride your own wave.
I mean, earlier today, bro, I heard a Crazy Code by Benny. And it was a Benny song, and he started out the song, bro, and he was saying like, he was literally talking about confidence, and that was the part that caught me. He was like, man, I had a lot of confidence when I was broke. He was like, I had a lot of confidence. He was like, because I knew I was coming out of that shit. And this is how he ended, and I was just like, damn. Like, I don't know, I literally heard that today, and it just resonated with me.
That shit is cold.
You know what I mean? Like, he was just saying, like, the confidence he had in the sense of being like, when I was then, I had it because I knew I was about to be on.
That's some real shit.
You know what I mean?
I just want to say, like, before you guys head on out of here, like, everyone we're gonna have on this podcast today is some fucking legends, and you guys are like just the first of many, but like y'all are some real legends. Like every one of you guys. I know y'all are gonna do some fucking amazing shit, and like I'm so glad to have been like part of that journey, like at least in this little aspect. I'm so excited to be like for the rest of the journey, and I'm gonna be at all your guys' shows like as much as I can be. Like for everyone that's here, like it's some real shit, man. I mean, like, y'all are confident because you guys are the shit. Y'all are all, like, the ones.
Thank
like,
you, bro. Yeah.
That's not me, like, just, like, saying it just, like, on some, like, humble shit. Like, not, like, I'm very, like, particular about when I say, like, some shit like this. And, like, I'm honest. Like, we got some real ones today. And, like, y'all are some fucking real ones.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for coming. And please, like, let's finish up on like saying like what we're gonna. I just want to get that off for a second.
We ain't get shit, and then your shit. Your shit first.
honestly, bro, like carrying on to the whole topic of like what I got coming out, I'm sitting on a lot of stuff, and when I drop it, I want a lot of them to have visuals, and I want people to be able to put a face to the name and understand the energy I'm really trying to give off, you feel me? So I've honestly got to the point now where I'm trying not to think too hard about the music, and I'm gonna just let it out because I got that confidence. I know my music's cool, and if you fuck with it, I fuck with you. But
and honestly, this whole pod of life affirmation, I feel like this whole shit is life affirmation vibes. To be honest, you know what I mean? Because it's in the future. We think about what we finna do in the future, and shit. I feel like one thing I gotta mention, because I mean, I already mentioned a little bit about ours, and I feel like I gotta mention we got the freestyle tape coming. Like now that it's the for real end of the pod, I feel like you could really expect that shit like start of summer.
Yeah, like as soon as they seen this episode, they'll probably be coming very soon.
Probably have a single. We already got some singles out, but probably have another single out. Actually, probably have some singles that don't got nothing to do with this. Speaking of that, I'll probably talk about those. The homie Clash, he's on the second season of the pod. I got a song dropping with him, and then I got another song, King of the Summer, dropping with Cider. 2 singles that's not gonna be on this tape, just like to kind of just like keep shit up. And then the tape, and then his tape, and his tape. And
so you got drop after drop?
Working. Yeah, because this summer, if you don't know, we about to get up out of here. So I'm going to drop them shits, and then I'm going to like just be out there pushing them. Like, you know what I mean? Like making more shit, but like I'm going to push them. Do the dash. Like, that's really why I want to drop them and do shows this summer. That's my main goal. I want to do shows this summer, and then skirt out.
You can throw your own shows, bro. You can throw your own shows.
Oh, yeah, that we got to do. We're going to throw one big one. I think that's our goal, is to throw one here and one there.
Okay, if we all get together, we could all do a show. And
no, that's our goal. That's the main reason why we hesitated on it in general, is because we're gonna do we're gonna do a big show. You know what I mean? I was gonna say, like each time we thought about it, we just kind of met more people.
That shit will go crazy.
What you mean? I ain't let me know.
Each time we plotted it though, we've just had more people, bro. Like the first time we plotted it, we met you. You see what I'm saying? Like we just started meeting more people as we thought of the idea, and now it's just like it's getting close to the time where it's like we gonna move, so might as well get it done. But it's on the tip of like, shit, bro. We already had people down, and then we met more people because we already had first it was just gonna be Ruben and Sweets, and then with Ruben and Sweets and him, that was already the vibes. But now look, we got you in the mix, we got Derek in the mix, we got mad more people in the mix.
If y'all do that soon, please let me know. I need that automatic.
Oh God.
I feel like all my shit is ready for shows, bro. So.
I feel like for us, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that later, but it's really just getting the venue and getting it in practice.
That's the hardest part, venue bro, is to find out exactly where you're going to be able to throw it, bro. Yeah. And then you got to worry about, is it going to be 18 or older or 21 and older?
I mean, we got a spot for that. It's an app for that. The homie, he not here, he plugged this. We'll tell him about it later.
Yeah, that's straight.
Okay. Shout out to Miguel.
Shout out to the homie.
STT. He definitely plugged me on the app, though, to like rent spaces.
Oh, okay.
Well then shit, you let me know, man. You already know it's automatic.
Fuck yeah.
Ariel, we're gonna get into the next section of this shit.
School, appreciate you, man.
Thank you guys.
Thank y'all, bro. Peace out. Peace out.
Pine Tree Radio.
Place, honestly. I like it, right?
I'm scared. Me too.
Like Tam's gonna be like, so I cheated on my third.
To be honest, I feel like the clutch part about this one is I'll be the only one freestyling, or will I even freestyle?
I'll freestyle with you.
No, right? I think I'm done.
I'll freestyle with you. Fuck it.
No, I don't really need to, because I did it. You know what I mean? Like it'll be the intro.
Okay.
Because this will just cut to like after the mix.
It does taste like vanilla, yeah. You don't get that little.
And then I think this one.
Hello.
Phone ran out of storage
Check
space.
2 1 2.
There's also headphones. I feel like they might be on the ground.
Headphones? Wait, are those gonna burn because they're next to the phone? I don't know. I'm cautious.
Wait,
about...
are we singing on this or what are we doing?
No, you're singing on this.
No, I'm not singing on this.
This one's close because this is like I'm the only one freestyling on this one, so you guys are just cool.
I'll freestyle with you, man. I want to
let us just get in there.
No, I want to freestyle with you.
Anybody who wants to could like go up.
No, Tam, you got it. Dude, Tam has been talking all night. I have such an amazing voice, guy.
I haven't. I never say.
He's gassing him up.
Yo, I never say shit like that about myself.
I was like, that doesn't sound like.
Don't tell anyone. I got one. No, dude, have Zam just like sing some shit.
I was like,
you know, and then have a modest just like, you know, give us some shit.
I think some Zam, and you'd be like, yo, nice. Like, yo, you know me?
You know who I am.
What's going on?
Maricio's trying to host his house real quick. That's all that's happening.
Got you. Just being a good person, I feel it.
No, you're all good.
Damn, Ariel just got up for 1 second.
Mari, I like
It's
your
all good.
pants.
Are we recording?
Are those paisley
It's
design?
recording, but we don't really start until we start.
Those are fucking sick.
Like this, you know what I mean? Like once you sit
That's
down and
fine.
we say,
Yeah, I got you.
Where'd you get those? I kind of,
Thrift shop,
dude, I kind of want to. I got my fit at the thrift too.
I thought your shirt said Dior.
Oh, it says hello.
That's even better.
Hello.
I did not know your shirt even had a
Y'all are on one, man.
It's that rum, yo. I think that's why Wes like, yo, we need people to loosen up. Yo, have some rum, y'all.
We did. We just took our
finished
shot.
the rum. That's the
why
fucked
they're
up part.
laughing.
Hello. Well, bro, I just seen this song and that's just stuck in my head now.
Dude, I love that song.
I'm so glad I'm with you two right now.
Bro, I know you, my nigga.
Dude.
I'm like, I know you. That's like,
I've known you for like 10 years now, I think.
exactly. That's what's crazy. Man, I think we've known each other for the same 10 years.
I didn't realize I've known her since she was 14.
No, it's the worst.
Motherfucker, you were 14 when you were in 9th grade?
Motherfucker, who?
You were 14 when we met. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
15?
I was like 14, 15.
I thought you started at like 15.
I could have started at 14.
That's ill. Because that happens. You know what I mean? Like, I graduated
Or
at
maybe
18.
not. Maybe I was 15 because...
Did you graduate at 18 or 17? That's the real
16.
question.
I don't know.
Well, then, yeah, you was fucking... Then you had to be 14 then.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if
was
y'all
so-
remember.
We were just talking. Sorry.
No, you're good. I don't know if y'all remember, but do you remember me dating?
I remember.
Yes, I do. Oh my... No, wait. No, hey, no, don't bring that. This let's throw that in the past. I remember that, and I was like, let's just throw that
I
in
don't
the
care
past.
if it started. It's out there. Everyone knows that. It's not a big deal.
No, it's not, but like, I'm good on that. I'm good on. Let's just
But I'm just asking if you remember.
not. It's not about me either. Like, this is,
I don't. So.
I don't know what's going on, but all right. Anyway, are we on?
I'll explain it to you later.
Just like try to make sure, like when you're talking, you're almost directly in front.
It's
Yeah,
like
that's
story
good.
cut.
We can edit
But
this,
damn, you
bro.
just jogged a crazy memory in my head. Like,
I ran into her at the swap
I was
meet.
like, whoa.
It doesn't sound like you wanted that memory.
It didn't have nothing to do with me though, but I remember.
In the pot? We're already in. We're in here. What's your game plan? I don't know. No. Are we in the pot? Are we in the pot?
We're like in the semi like.
We're like in a little
I didn't
room.
say her name.
No, you
We're
didn't, but I
like in
just
the part right
remembered it.
now
Like,
where
as soon
it's
as you said it,
like,
I didn't know who you were
may or may
talking
not
about
get
until you said that, and I
edited.
was just like,
Okay.
It probably will.
Who?
But
no, me
not until we like officially start.
You know?
he moved. But like,
But
when you
I
said that, I was just like,
Was it
we
like
shouldn't go
accidental?
deeper into this conversation.
I'm not against it.
It's just,
Alright.
But at that point, you didn't, because we didn't know who we were talking about.
Me neither.
But if you went, I was like, no.
You're
I had
funny
the
as
best
fuck.
conversation
Damn,
with
I
your
haven't
mom.
ripped a bong in a while. That's tight. So, I'm sorry. I feel like we're friends already, but I'm really bad with names.
It's okay. It was a hard one.
But it's really pretty.
It's a really good one. It's Almanita. Almanita.
That's how you were gonna say it.
Amenaid. Almanita.
Gotcha. Okay.
I love your mom, Mauricio. Your mom's like the best human.
It's a type of butterfly.
Thank you. No, she's amazing, honestly. She loves you too.
What? I want to show you a song.
Did you sing for her again?
I haven't sang for her. You guys know?
You sang for her when you came last time.
I did.
Yeah.
I immigrated here when I was like 7. I immigrated here when I was 7, and I've been in Bakersfield, so Central Valley since. But then I go to school up in
I don't remember it.
So I've been like all over.
No, like dead ass. I don't remember shit like that. Like
Bakersfield is this Sonic.
Sonic?
Yeah, that's near Sonic.
Where's the fast food place?
That's the nearest Sonic.
Oh, I guess it is like a rest stop.
I feel like that's exactly what we're trying to avoid.
Like the one thing that we're not
like
saying.
not to say. It's like cut the cameras.
Cut it.
All right, so are we doing this?
Has the podcast started this whole time? No, we just didn't know it.
No, we're starting now.
It's like.
I'm not gonna lie. Each time Mauricio has packed a slick bowl right before. Like right before we started, each time he packed the bowl and sparked it. So I'll let you know that's probably what just happened.
And Maurice.
Like we were probably ready to go and he just packed that bowl, he passed it to me, and now it's done though.
All right.
Because I was ready to go. I didn't know what was going to be packed. But I was
record this part. This is damn singing.
I'm scared.
No, them stay with the jams, man.
I just wrote this today, actually.
Should we start the section of the pod like this?
If you want to put
ox it up.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. Let me think about what I'm gonna say. Hold on. Let me listen to the beat. I just wrote this today. Give me a little,
So I'll make spit some bars when you're done?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, yo, jump on this, bro.
I want to jump on. I'll jump on it. Yeah. I suck at freestyling, but I think you can just cut whatever sucks. You can just cut it out. I'll be at the end.
So you can put the headphones on.
I'm about to bar this. This sounds crazy.
I know.
Hey.
That's so pretty.
Oh,
I like that.
You guys need to give me some time.
All right, wrap it up.
That'd be the outro.
So can I hear it through here?
You should be as long as you have the headphones on. You should be able to hear it.
I recorded this today. Guys, speak, please. Please. I'm so sorry. I know, have your own conversation right now. You guys are making me nervous.
Alright, welcome back.
That was a hard beat, though. I like it a lot.
That was a good beat. That was definitely.
That's some love ballad type shit. I was definitely. I could. No, because that
drop a sample
with her type of voice too. I could definitely hear
the
type of like Ariana Mac Miller type joint.
Hey, so don't sketch it out though. She's trying to find the sauce.
I'm just expressing myself, bro.
Boom. I got you on a freestyle. Give me a beat real quick.
I can't beatbox.
I actually have a beat. My beat thing's on here if you need a beat.
Like a beat.
Your beat thing is
You about to change it up?
I bought like.
You were saying.
What is it
I was
called?
just gonna give it like a mouth beat.
What is it called?
Give me a.
Like the actual device.
Pocket operators.
Pocket
Oh my
operator.
god, I'm like living through like.
I have like
fear.
I have like arcade
I just wrote
music
this
that I
today,
make.
but
Honestly, go for it,
if
bro.
I fuck
Yeah,
up,
so
I
I was
fuck up,
like,
right?
I brought it
in the
with me
beginning anyway.
just in case it was like, oh, I have some arcade
It's
music
just the
that's
beginning
like I'm
anyways,
working
you're
on
right.
if you want to
I
hear
was
that.
like, should I plug it in?
I think it sounds good, but
Yes.
All right, let's get it.
okay, let me see. Wait, is this all headphones?
I fuck up. You just jump in there, right?
That's all good.
Can you make sure it's still recording?
Yo, I can hear everybody here. This is such a good setup.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you amazingly.
That's great.
No, wait, can you hear me?
I don't have anything in my head.
I can hear it.
Oh, we can put these on.
I can hear one. You can't hear it?
No.
Oh, this is cool.
You can hear it?
Yeah, I can hear.
I can hear you.
We gotta switch. You guys gotta switch.
Can you hear the beat?
Should we turn the beat down or is that high enough?
I think it's like pretty high.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Wait, she has to get closer to the microphone.
Just say turn it down or not.
I've been thinking lately.
No, we good. We good. We ain't got room for it.
I've been thinking lately. All I do is work and spend my time alone. I've been sipping on some hazies, yeah. I don't know.
She's controlling it.
That was so good. Yo.
Like, no, put me on the pot.
She's on duty.
I saw you were going in there.
Keep the. That was
Dude,
so
you
good,
were
though. That was
going
good. That was
hard.
good. No,
Can we just redo it one more time?
All right.
Dude, you were ready to go. I saw that.
I was ready.
Yo, Zeb, your voice is fucking
I was about
incredible.
to say, I was thinking of shit.
That was some studio shit.
Y'all finna like hype it up, bro. You're finna make me nervous.
Let's go again.
Yeah, like that.
Don't make me nervous. God damn it.
Alright, ready?
All right.
Go.
Get in your zone. Get in your zone. Get in your zone. Get in your zone. All I do is work
can't find karma suture for nothing. I've been stuck on the floor, straight frontin', looking at the stars when I get stuck in. I don't know what's up with love, but I've been fucking all on my soul, all on my life, ayy, all on the rhythm, shit, all on my mind, ayy. Half of the time, grooving, moving, snoozing, losing sense of self. When I get deep inside the beat and I feel low, I just find help in it. Climb out of it, ayy, rhyme out of it, ayy, slide out of it, ayy, dive into it, ayy, fly myself, ayy, ride myself, ayy, back again, shit, find my way, ayy.
I'm stuck on a daisy, yeah. I'm stuck on a hazy. I'm stuck in my daydreams. I'm stuck in my daydreams, yeah.
Fire.
Thank you guys for listening.
You know we got some.
That was amazing.
Like we gotta hug it out. It's like. Anyways, guys.
Wow, that was
welcome
amazing.
to the pod. Welcome to the motherfucking pod.
That shit's 8 years in the making, bro.
So it's the way to start this one. You dig?
8 years in the making, y'all hear it.
But welcome to this, this part of Vine Tree Radio. It's your boy West here chilling with
Wowie. How's it going?
You know, we got some guests, plural, today.
Yes, absolutely.
But I feel like, this is hella cool because this is the end of the season and we get to kind of vibe out and talk about what we got coming for the future. You know what I'm saying? I think like last time we had a mid-season finale, we got a little bit to talk about what happened in the past year. But this year we get to, get into the idea of like, shit, what we got coming for this year. So,
most definitely.
Nice. And I like that this one we got a varied amount of people in this thing. We got people that got all different kind of plans for the future. So
this shit feels like a reunion, if I'm being honest.
Damn, and that's some trippy shit, right?
Family reunion.
I don't know how we began to bring that so I gotta say that I didn't know and Zan talks about like
who?
Want me to say Rooh?
What?
Don't want me to say a regular name?
It'll be bleep. Yeah. I got you. Don't use that government shit around
y'all better
here,
add
son.
that
Got you.
They don't even know who I am.
Kicking it with I got you. Kicking up and Zan.
Nah, we good.
That's what you were saying. Nah. We got our episode too, so they already done met you on the first, first Rukage, all that.
Root.
We're rooting for you.
I gotta shout out to you and Zan for fucking being my homies for, like you said, 10 plus years. I don't think I ever did the math on that.
It's a special thing we got. Honestly, I very much value like friendships that last this long. Honestly, I've always been that type of persona, I feel like, because I grew up in the Valley and then I've had my bestest of friends since I was like in the 6th grade. We met in the 6th grade and we're still like Eileen. Like,
yeah, that's crazy. I remember when you told me that about like y'all knew each other your whole life. Like,
yeah,
I don't got many homies I've known my whole life.
Exactly, and like getting the opportunity to build that out in Santa Clarita with you guys is like, it's just very special.
Yeah,
so,
but life does happen because I haven't. We
haven't seen each other.
I haven't seen you in 6 years. But we have spoken to each other on Instagram.
No, and not only that, but
like
you see the connection that there is when you meet someone for the first time all over again. Like we haven't.
Look at all the shit we on now, though.
Months,
like I feel like that's the part that, for me at least, always made it kind of evident between us.
Yeah.
Was that like it was hella long ago, and as life went on, like all the shit we went on to get into, it was always like it always made sense,
Right.
Like on some puzzle piece shit. Like it was like, damn, I remember you back then. Now you onto this. Like
no, but it's like no time has like passed. Do you feel me?
It's the same shit.
Yeah, we're just like very comfortable individuals around one another because we have that foundation all in all. So
true shit.
And I think the cool thing about that in this pod is also we have another version of that, if you will, when it comes to Ariel and Mauricio, because I got to meet you from Mauricio.
Yeah.
And we haven't had like hella opportunities like that, and I feel like that's something crazy in itself. Like I remember at that time, it was a time when me and Mauricio first kind of got serious with the music and shit.
Yo, I loved that, by the way. As soon as he said he did music, I was like, give me everything. From day one, I was like, I am all about this, like, so hard. And then, like, seeing, like, what is it? When I took you, like, you and Mauricio to that one open mic and seeing you spit bars, I was like, oh, now I'm really about this.
I feel like, in my mind, I'm like, I think I fucked up, but, like, I don't remember much about that exact performance, but because
I have it recorded,
by the way. It was my first song, like, that I did with him.
I have it recorded.
Send it to me, because I gotta, like, re-recollect my memory, because we only made, like, 2 songs at the time, bro.
Literally, if you scroll up on Facebook Messenger, it's, like, right there.
Oh.
It's, like, 3 minutes long. It's so, you have bars, bro.
I gotta check it out.
Can I make a request, though? Can you please, like, remaster and put out a deluxe version of Tale of the West? So that shit, I know.
So I didn't talk about this on the last one, but I could talk about it now.
All right,
I have an idea for that.
Am I gonna be on it?
Yeah, that's a vibe.
I'll make music. I'll make music again.
That's a vibe, bro. That's
Come
amazing,
on.
bro. But the deeper idea with it is at this, bro. I haven't dropped a solo album, right? And I came up with a marketing plan for my first solo album back then.
I know you did.
And I didn't realize it, and I was just like, damn, bro, getting the stuff for this. I was at Sam's Club buying the stuff for this, bro. And I feel like you might have remembered this. I don't know if you remember this.
I remember.
You remember? I made a fucking promo for my mixtape in Sam's Club. I was like kidding in the couches, like next to the shit. Like I had a whole rollout for the Tale of the West. So mind you, I was thinking of what you just said. Like I found all my old songs, and I was like, damn, I need to figure out how to like incorporate some of the best of these into my solo debut.
They're the shit, bro. They're
and
like
I'm gonna do
some of my
bonus
favorite
tracks.
things.
I think that's my vibe. I'm gonna do bonus tracks of Summertime. Maybe OS Day, like something really hard.
You need to do
I got an
OS Day,
idea for
sure.
Summertime. We got to get a remix for it because I have the most
Let's
fire.
do that too.
I have the most fire verse for Summertime.
I remember you saying that.
I wrote that shit years ago.
I think you might need to get on that thing too. Summertime is crazy.
Ooh,
that's like a classic song, like of our like childhood type shit.
Wait,
but my idea of it was on some like
classic.
my idea of it was like if I do the Tale of the West and then do a bonus tracks of those and mix and master them and just give them the best I can.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
put like
You
3
should,
solid like
y'all
gas
should just
old school
recreate
ones.
it into like the now.
Do you remember Blowing O's?
That was my first song I made with you. That was the first song I made
That
with
was
you.
supposed to be the second music video I ever put out, and we were producing
bro,
it. But I
mad
didn't put that shit
respect to
out.
you. I know we going down a little bit of memory lane, but mad respect
we'll
to
get off
Chris
that
for
real
dropping
quick.
a fucking video right before that, and people low key like
That shit
hating
was
on
ass. It was
and
ass.
like they
It
was
was so- they had every right to hate on it.
But
No,
that
they
like showed me to
didn't.
keep doing it, if you will. Like you was the homie that I seen.
You were so mean back in the day sometimes.
No, bro.
That's how it was.
Like, look at it like this.
Like-
Me and Zam was just coming up, learning how to make music, and I remember you doing that and like taking the ridicule with it in stride and being like, "Nah, I'm nice." Like, it kind of made me want to make music. Like, I had to see somebody kind of do it and just be like, "This is what music is." Like, you have to like make it and like it, and like it doesn't matter what other people think. Like,
I feel like Zam was giving. We were talking off screen, and I didn't realize Zam was giving me so much credit with like the shit we were doing back then, because I think it's a collective effort, you know what I mean? I can't do that shit without you guys there and everything, of course, but it's like I didn't realize how much of a marketing campaign we were on in high school.
We were.
I was literally
Oh,
just
yeah.
breaking down to this fool that like when my shit got like lost, I was about to make my shirt. Remember?
We had T-shirts.
We was gonna
planned
make
up.
shirts for
I had
each one of
every
us.
single member had their own shit.
Oh my god.
And
I
my
was
shit was
making it
in
in screen
production
printing
and shit,
class.
but it was because it was the next tape out, and it didn't come out. But
Yeah.
like it was ready to go. Like
Fuck, it was just ready.
we had a whole rollout of like our like.
We
were like 16.
I had plans. I wanted to be the next fucking like big group out there and shit. You know what I mean?
Where's those
And-
little things? The little
In the email.
You know those
That's
little
where
sounds
every.
that you guys use?
Oh, that's right.
But definitely fucking at that time I feel like it was a big part of it was that class. Shout out to the class, the screen printing class.
Yeah, I be making shirts in that.
You was in the class and we had to
So
move
much.
to make it and shit like that and shit, man. I feel like that time alone was formative as fuck, right? Like if you look at it as a whole, it really made us into who the fuck we were. You know what I'm saying?
I just love the fact that Friday came around. We all just hopped in the whip, whoever's were able to take us to Agua Dulce, and then we stayed there till until our parents made us come home.
Shout out to my mom.
Our parents were so
Shout out
lax,
to my motherfucking mom
for letting us fucking
for whipping
go
us to the studio.
Wait, she never whipped me. I never met your mother.
She definitely whipped me and Zam to the studio. I met your mom though, mad times back then.
Yeah, definitely.
My
dude.
mom.
Your mom used to pull through back then, bro.
Your mom
no
pulled
comment.
through.
Remember, because we used to ride to the studio with my mom. So shit to get
I don't know if
McDonald's
either
and
one of you were
everything.
there that day, but were one of you there?
Shit used to stop at McDonald's like, yo, want some shit?
That's some real kid shit.
That's a good mom.
You know what I mean?
Were
Like,
y'all ever there? Were y'all ever there that one time when my mom was literally working across the street on some shit?
Yes, I was there.
And then she
was
had
at a set.
us fucking go on set and
got the free food
and
from the
we
set.
had just
Oh my
smoked
God.
a shit ton of weed.
I was so high.
And I was so high. I was like, you couldn't have done this at a worse and better time.
We couldn't refuse
I'm
it, though,
hungry,
bro. We were in the
but
school
we
around the
reeked.
corner.
So
It
it was not.
He was like, it's free
ideal.
food
Did she
around
know?
the corner, bro.
That's too funny.
Probably.
Like
I
free
mean,
catered
Yeah,
food
maybe,
around the
maybe.
corner, bro.
You're right.
Shit.
Parents
I
always
was like,
know.
get the
Yeah.
cologne out.
I think she mainly let me be out there because she was like, it's better than me just being in the streets, fucking
Yeah, like I just
smoking
couldn't
weed.
think
That's
of it
Even
always
though
any
I
other
was
way,
in the
like-
studio smoking weed.
That's always
Yeah,
better.
you're still being
And drinking
productive.
fake lean.
You're still
Remember that,
being
Wes?
productive.
Hey, dude, fake lean. Remember that? Remember that shit? Yeah, man. Remember those Sprite liters?
Nah, I've told a couple of
Dude.
ladies that like, cause I'm not in lean like that, but the time when I ever was thinking about doing it,
No, I'm talking
I
about
tried
Not
some
lean
fake
like
lean.
that.
I tried some fake lean.
This motherfucker says like, yeah, I got the plug. I was like, all right.
I was like,
get
the
this
same
$60
time frame.
2-liter.
though. I was about 15, 16.
Yo, wow.
I was lit off the NyQuil and soda.
You know what?
Yeah, you were.
But not gonna lie, I was real sleepy and drunk. Like, I'm not gonna say like I didn't have a good time. I was about 16.
Hey, shout out Danny, by the way, because he's still doing his thing too.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah,
What's my guy's DJ name?
Shout out to
Is he? I think he's still Louder.
Louder.
Yeah.
Louder.
Shout
So
out to
he
So
was
he
Louder.
watching this, Danny.
Matter of fact, we gotta
Yeah,
shout out our
shout-
crew name. And matter of fact, I need to get
Are we
to
gonna
y'all
put it out there
background.
like that?
We should, bro. It's not out no more. I mean, you should just say like shout out to that shit being like.
What was it?
It was Unknown
US?
Soldiers.
Unknown
Especially if we gonna
Sol-
shout out Danny. Oh, you out? Peace out, my G.
Later, bro.
Peace, Rattler.
Thank you.
Right in front of the camera.
But definitely, Unknown Soldiers was that shit back in the day.
that shit real nice.
Yeah. And
You
shout out
should
to
slow-mo it.
Danny.
Slow mo that shit. Like, that's actually a good idea.
But
Unknown
on a side
Soldiers,
note, I got a random side note right now.
Okay.
Where are
moment of
y'all all
silence.
from collectively?
Are you talking about like geographically?
Yeah, because let me see why though. I mean break down why. I don't think none of us look like where we're from geographically right now. No one would be able to guess. It's Hawaiian.
wait, really?
What the fuck is my name, bro?
Oh, bleep it.
But you just keep calling them bleep. Like, you're just like bleep.
What?
They're not gonna put it in there.
Come on, Wes.
I know.
First you say my government, then you say my
Now that we talk about it, they gonna start to think.
They were like, yo, who is that guy? Actually?
Yo, do that. Just bleep out every.
I got you.
And yo, whenever anybody refers to me, no one's gonna know who the fuck I am.
Because we got the bleeps on deck, but like we can't keep talking about.
Drop that.
Go back and revise my old episode.
Drop that social
Don't even put
security
my name
number.
on that shit.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
drop that social security number.
All you know is this guy is from Hawaii.
That's all. That's all. Next.
But that's why I had that interesting question though, because like you said, you were like, what?
Yeah.
You didn't think that, right? And I don't think no
you're like
one here
native
would
Hawaiian?
guess. I think if anybody had to guess, no one would be able to guess where we're all from.
That's true. That's
I can
very
guess
true.
where everyone's from. Wrong answers only.
Stop playing.
Like, all right, but who's really gonna guess though?
I can try.
Okay.
Like, here's the thing. I feel like you were probably somewhere in like, what's called Fresno, before you were in Santa Clarita.
Arbor.
Fresno before you were in Santa Clarita.
I like that though, because Mena also knows why I like that. Because I feel like internally, if no one knows me, they think I'm from the Bay.
Yeah.
Easily.
Dude,
Nah,
me?
you don't give me that vibes at all.
Everyone thinks
No,
that
no,
me
he
and
gives
Wes are
a-
from the
We
Bay.
both had hella experiences like that, where like if no one know where I'm from, motherfuckers would just
Man,
be like,
you act
"You're
like you're from
from
Simi Valley. No, I'm just playing.
That's an insult.
I'm just playing.
You Chatsworth motherfucker.
I seen you at Skate Lab, bro. Come on. No, I'm just
Like
playing.
you got skate land written all over.
Well,
you.
I know where I know where 3 out of 6 of us are from. So.
It would just be like, well, like, oh, Mauricio's from Compton, like, you know what I mean?
I can see it. Of course.
Like, if I were to, I would say like Zam is probably from like Victorville.
Why are you assuming it's all California? What if it's like California?
Everyone here says hella.
Cut the cameras. Look at cameras right now.
I think I already heard where she said. She said she was like. Well, am I supposed to
guess if he already knows where she's from?
If I tell you, where would I be from?
I mean, like.
Victorville, bro.
What is your judgment of me right now?
I'm Victorville, bro.
I would, you know what? If I really wanted, I would say like.
It'll make sense in a second.
I would probably just go with like fucking like we'll call it Pasadena, like probably.
Pasadena.
I got a side note that will make this all make sense.
You got a side note to your side note?
Yes.
All right.
I think now Ariel should tell us about how you got into fucking comedy.
Oh, I don't have, bro.
Because this would make all sense.
No, because here's the thing, like, yeah, dude, I swear, okay. Does anybody, were they ever like known for just making like fucking stupid jokes in like elementary? Everyone, right?
Right there with the hat.
Bro, look at that, with the hat, with the shirt. Like.
That's facts. I can say.
You have to say more words than that.
Dude, I feel like everybody, I'm not kidding, I feel like everybody's a comedian. Everybody has it in, like, no joke. Everyone's funny.
We had a rhythm on the pod, and I asked him about that. I asked him, I was like, yo, I think I've never done comedy, but I feel like maybe I could do it.
Dude,
and he's done it.
That's the same motherfucker. That's the same motherfucker that gets up on stage and bombs. I'm just kidding.
No, you're right.
I'm in a real.
No, you're right.
Like,
that was the advice he gave me. He said that he literally remember that, bro. His dead ass advice that he kept going back to. Nah, you hit on the money. His advice that he kept going back to though was that you have to be okay with bombing.
Yes.
And like he just kept saying that. Like he was like, you have to be okay with just like people not thinking you're funny. Because if you start acting like you were reacting to it, it just looks gross.
It is. People.
And I was like, oh, I get it. Like you just have to just like act like it's not happening.
It's not even just that. You ever like see someone who you just know is like, this is a horrible comedian. Why does he make millions of dollars? Then you're like, man, I could fucking do that. And then you go up there and you're like, I could fucking do that.
You can't though.
Like, you ever see?
It's hard.
No, it's hard. No, here's the thing. It's hard to get famous, but it's not hard to be good at comedy.
I mean,
interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a
Yo, I know so many funny open micers who you will never see on Netflix.
But it's also subjective, though.
Yeah, well,
because it depends on what you find funny.
But here's the thing, though. You will
always.
always.
You never laugh really hard though when you was drunk at a funny ass joke from a person you never met.
Though you gotta be funny when you're not drunk too. But I don't drink.
Everybody has their niche.
You never met, right? And they just told you some crazy shit, and you just started busting out laughing.
But everybody has their niche. Just everybody has their niche.
Highly.
Not that many.
No.
Anyway,
damn, you just shit ain't making you laugh.
I got.
Maybe myself.
I don't laugh.
Some shit
I only laugh at my own jokes.
Like only your own shit got you chuckling.
I'm not funny.
No, I don't think
by any means,
people.
but
I disagree.
I appreciate it, but
I'm like, I feel like I had the opposite reaction with that dude, where I was like, I've never thought about that my whole life, and I was like, but that's what made me think of it. The fact that like I've been funny in a lot of random moments when I didn't think of being funny, where I'm like, maybe comedy is just that.
And that's something that people don't think
you
about.
You know what? You have been pretty damn funny.
I can't recall.
Like maybe comedy is just randomly being fucking funny.
No joke, dude. Little Dicky, if you guys know who he is, he's talked about this.
Little Dicky.
He's talked about this. The dude is a comedian. He just realized it'll take me probably 10 years to get on Netflix, but if I'm a rapper, I just got to put out one good song and I'm in.
Yeah.
And like that's
and
it.
He did it.
And he did it. And he was like, let me tell you about my small dick, and it works.
It's a good.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie though.
It's very small.
Like his show, I underestimated. Like this is a random tangent, but his show is damn near as good as Atlanta.
It's pretty good.
The first season
No
was.
cap.
The
Like,
first
can I,
season.
We were just talking about this shit earlier.
Just funny as fuck.
So I like saying wild shit. Can I say some wild shit?
Yeah, of course.
I don't like Childish Gambino.
How dare you?
Right there.
All right, well,
I respect that, but why we're so good?
Why did you explain that?
I don't know why.
Childish Gambino is not overrated. He's underrated in certain areas, but musically, he has like one or two solid ass songs personally.
Have you ever read the New York Times article, Donald Glover Can't Save You?
First to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his ass.
That's
interesting. break that down. Break that down.
This Is America song.
Both of these things.
That This Is America song is cringe as fuck. And I like saying wild shit.
Now you saying a song about police brutality is
No,
cringe.
it's not.
Oh my God, Black Lives Matter itself.
I don't think that's the one.
Cringy,
And if I get canceled with this fucking, it's not the meaning behind it.
If you get canceled, they don't even know your real name. You're good.
If they don't know my name, it's not.
Yo, we're canceling Rooh.
It's not what the song's about. It's not about I fucked
it's the
with
dancing
because Jim Jones made a joint about police brutality and it was 10 times harder.
Maybe it's just I got you. It's the commercialization.
It's so cringe. Like the video,
I get that.
All of it. Like I wish it was just more of a song.
I see what you're saying. Like in your opinion, you're probably saying like it's not just about the message. It was like the theatrics behind it that made it not as.
Maybe
like,
I'm just not creative. Maybe.
I get you.
I don't know.
It's all about taste at the end of the day.
But look at peep this. We had someone on our pod that I did my final in school with, right? Okay. And her song that she put on was that J. Cole No Name song. That was like
Snow on the Bluff.
Snow on the Bluff.
Yeah, great song.
Right? And it's like exactly what you're saying. Like you about to be out?
Yeah, I gotta go pick up those two people.
Are you still gonna come back later?
How do we still hear this?
Well, I can't. They're like out of town.
This guy's like 10 feet away.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm being a real good person.
Do you want to dab me up real quick on the pod?
Just come into the pod.
Every time.
You gotta dab all of us up.
What's up?
You gonna be in the cab?
You were gonna be on anyway.
Yo,
say what you
Not one.
Jack.
Say what's up to the cat.
Say what's up to the cat. Oh, he's gone.
All right.
He's a goner.
No, what were you saying about Snow on the Bluff?
I was saying that in relation to what he was saying about how like the theatrics behind it, I feel like that was a perfect example where she got to the point on that shit. You know what I mean?
Facts.
She got to the point like it wasn't really about.
I just
like,
don't need
the
to be
nuance
thinking that hard about what you're saying by looking at a bunch of shit.
Yeah, like he had a lot of extra shit than the point, and I get you on that.
I don't know, but I also, you know how I feel about modern music as a whole.
Shit, that's an interesting topic. We don't gotta get too into that, but I feel like every time I cut this dude's hair and talk to him about music, I feel like we have interesting talks.
I'm such a hater.
We have interesting talks about music because I love his perspective on music because in some way, this is like the big homie. So like his taste is like he likes new shit I put him on, but is also solid and firm in what he likes in the eras that he was into. So like sometimes I come with some new shit and he'll be like, yeah, that's alright, but like
what are you into then?
And that's how we are with the new shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I respect his vibe on it. It's just like the next level of it though. Like say
I
when I
listen
come
to a
on
lot
some
of underground
JPEG or
hip
Cash
hop
or some shit, he'll be like,
shout out Troy. My boy puts me on to stuff like I like newer shit. Don't get me wrong. Griselda's hot. Everybody on Griselda's
but
a
that's
fucking
what I mean.
monster.
I feel like we all have unique perspectives, and I'm hella into Griselda,
Bronson,
and I love
Freddie
how much you're
Gibbs,
into that shit right now.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm
all
saying?
on them.
Because I feel like personally, bro, like I miss when you was hella into music, bro.
I miss it. It's funny. It's funny.
Yes, I was literally just telling him like, yo, why aren't you rapping no more?
We used to rap like together.
Like all sad, like come on, man.
You should have jumped into
it. Like, you know?
You guys remember? I was really into the shit, huh?
You like really fucked with the shit. I
was like,
Jack is back.
I don't know. You guys, like, and I'm not being dramatic, but like somebody has to literally like force me to go to a studio because that's where I didn't write outside. I had to be in an environment that was already creative. Like I was gonna actually hop on after you with the whole thing that you guys did because I thought it was gonna be like a cool reunion.
Run it back.
You can't say that and not go in there.
I know.
But
come on.
Yeah, dude. So I can probably do some shit again. I don't know.
I've heard but I'm not gonna lie though. Every now and then I've heard you come across a few times saying, "Yo, I'll be down." Like, you know what I mean?
I've written shit. That's why I want to do the
remix.
I want to do the remix because I know our voices
that's what
are
I was gonna
different.
say.
It'll
Like,
always be,
I feel
dude.
like I guess one thing I fuck with about a lot of people here within this little group is that I love our ability to bring out things within each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's always good for
you know
art.
what I'm saying? Like I feel like even I'm talking to you and the different shit I show you, like I see that side of you peek out where you're like, damn, damn, I want to do this again. And bro, peep this. Even with like, man, a shout out to the song on our tape, Vodka Water. We got a song that she made on the tape where like I was talking to another homie, right? And he was, I don't know what pod that was, but we were talking about the idea of like, when have you ever produced some shit all the way, you know what I'm saying? Like out and just put it out and that was it. And that was one of the only times I've ever done that. But it goes into what we're saying of like, that's one of the only times I've ever done that, where I've made the beat, recorded it, and that was damn near what it was. Like, it wasn't much from that. And I feel like it's the thing that people bring out in each other, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just bring out certain vibes in each other that just people are like, when I talk to you about music, you're just like, damn, maybe I should do this shit again. Like,
yeah, bro. And it's crazy that like you bring that side out of me and you bring that side out of me when we talk about it, because I feel like I'm your guys' fans.
Yeah,
you know, like now I feel like I'm on the sidelines.
That's
adorable. Compared to like, because I don't view myself.
It works both ways because we're still a fan of yours. Like,
That's
if you
funny,
realize,
though.
you know, like we're just like, get in there, like, because we're fucking fans.
I saved that tweet you tweeted me all those years ago about fucking like me fucking with the vision, because I know when you pop off, I'm gonna fucking post that shit.
That was like dead ass
my
day
header.
one. Like, it was like us barely recording and me just tweeting at Chris like, yo, like the only homie that really fuck with me rapping, like.
Yeah, it was sweet.
That's so sweet.
But no, yeah, we should definitely do some shit, and like this is holding me to it because it's out there now. But put my name so nobody can actually call me and fucking say, hey.
Nah, I got you on that.
Oh, and shout out to Sunny Days. Sunny Days. Oh, yeah.
Also, we should touch on that real bit before we go, because this is your first time on the pod. I've thought about that.
Yeah.
You for sure gonna have an episode, but you for sure come from a long way. So we don't get to necessarily get like the full up, but I mean, we get to talk a little bit about like a music video we did, and you got to be in the vid.
Yeah, that was so fun. But
Lauren was supposed to be here. He was here in the first season finale.
Lauren is a
Shout out to
director
director of the vid. He didn't get to come through today. He was free yesterday, but he's a director from Santa Monica College. He's a young boy.
Yeah.
But he's really out here getting his grind on, man. Like, he's somebody we met over Reddit.
That's
and
tight.
he's just like,
yo, I love that. You never hear that in a sentence. I met him over Reddit. Never
It was the craziest story, bro.
No, dude, I've met like 2 people off of Reddit, and that's wild. Like, meeting anybody like off that. Like,
right?
That's
It's
not
crazy.
a social media website.
No, he was trying to do a music video for free.
Yeah,
because he was young. He's
just wants
at a
he
film
just
school,
wants the experience.
and he know he in LA. I'm gonna put out posts on Reddit to do some videos. He proactive with it. Hit him up. You know what I'm saying?
I was like,
he was like, "What's up?"
LA?
That's literally how I met people off of Reddit. Some guy's like, "Yo, I'm doing a short film on like living in LA. Who wants to come in?" I'm like, "Yo, like you meet a lot of film students."
It really is. He had the most fucking determination in the world. He assembled a team out of his school, and he already decided to do that ahead of time to do projects like this.
Is this Cole Bennett?
No, dude,
Baby Cole Bennett, bro.
Yo,
that's exactly what I thought when I met him. I was like, this is a fucking kid Cole Bennett right here.
He's a real one, bro. He's a crazy director. He's gonna do some crazy shit.
That's
He's already
it.
done some crazy shit. He's supposed to be last one. He
He
couldn't make it.
He's doing some film shit right now. Shout out to him.
He's out here working.
He's filming some shit right now. But definitely,
we see you.
Hey, Lauren.
Definitely, he came
Maybe-
What are you
through.
talking about?
I think maybe
It was a
you,
music video
I
he
think
filmed for
Rooh
us.
Okay.
and Wes need to run it back. Y'all need to put on your own little beat.
Yo, I got a beat. Yo, I actually
Summertime
okay.
remix.
Maybe that's
I
how
could
we
do that.
end it, but we don't got the beat for
I
summertime.
actually,
You know,
I
on YouTube?
actually started into
Oh,
beat
look at
making.
you.
We could just
You don't
YouTube on
got
the phone and
YouTube?
then
Yeah,
just
YouTube it
you
on
got
your
YouTube?
phone. We play it
I got
on,
the first
and we'll end
verse.
it like that. We'll end it like
With
that.
Summertime?
Boom, boom.
Okay, I think I can remember it. I got first verse because that's how I wrote it.
Also, while we here, we gonna end like that. But I'm gonna shout out to
Thank you.
Palms
I don't know
Society.
which.
Palms Up Academy.
Palms Up Academy. I'll make sure I said
Yeah.
it right. I got a shout out to them for letting me perform,
Yeah.
coming through. And I heard, you cultivated your shit there, and also Cider that's been here, and he's also
I
performed there.
still can't believe Chris. I
Like,
just
look at
saw
that now.
that
We
guy.
got you on the pod, me
Yeah.
on the pod, Cider, and we've all
Yeah.
touched that open mic. So that's
Yo.
that open mic is somewhere special.
And
you feel
please
me?
come through, man. It's still happening every Wednesday.
Got you.
Like
That's
we
what we got.
we moved to an
Yeah.
indigenous
Okay.
high school.
Yo, do you even remember the lyric?
I'm not gonna rap that. I'm gonna just freestyle.
Yo, but the lyrics are from the soul.
I ain't gonna freestyle. I remember my shit.
Lyrics come from the soul.
You know, I'm a person who like remembers their things. I like to write, so I like to memorize.
Yeah, I'm a writer. I don't
me
fucking.
too.
I freestyle,
Wesley
but
out
poorly.
here.
Well, I mean, if it's a freestyle, but it's done poorly.
Not gonna lie, I think I need to start remembering my fucking songs.
Yeah, bro.
Performing them.
Yeah.
Because now
That's
I got
how
songs,
you do it.
Now I got songs I want to perform, so I've been
You
having
gotta
to
know
start
your
to remember
lyrics.
them.
I would like go over my lyrics like all like that's
All
why
the time.
6 years later I know my lyrics.
You already know. Wait, pause it.
Yo, are we just gonna ignore that great bar he just said? I write poorly, that's why it's called a freestyle. I just want to shout out. That was a good bar.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought it was a good. I thought it was a good bar.
One thing that I was about to say real quick was, when it comes to, before we get on the beat, I wanted to talk about, like you just said. Talk about what you just said.
About it's 6 years and I still remember my lyrics.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
Shit like
That's
that.
the way it should be.
And that's how I was gonna say that. The tape that we about to drop, the freestyle tape.
Yeah.
A big part of what we gonna try to do and double down on with that. I didn't talk about this before.
Yeah.
But you jog my fucking memory, bro.
I appreciate it. Compliment?
Nah, you made me
Just
think
a
of some.
statement.
You made me think of some crazy shit, but I don't
It
talk about
is,
it too
it
much
is.
because
Okay.
because essentially this is the end of this chapter, and then we're gonna
I
start
fuck with
working on
it.
the music that's gonna come out.
I love it.
But a seed we planted about this freestyle tape goes off of what you're saying.
Okay.
I feel like that's been a challenge my whole life, like having to memorize the raps and shit like that.
That's a
but
big
then
part.
I started to think around it. A lot of times I started to think around shit as a challenge. And I was like, how do I make it work for myself? And a way I realized to make it work for myself is, what if we took this freestyle tape that we really bartering down to make just pure freestyles, take it to the next level and then tap into a band on some jazz shit, get them to freestyle and I freestyle live. I was like, what if people enjoy freestyling live? Like on some
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like,
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like,
the
what
thing,
if
bro.
I'm like go around the idea of memorizing shit and just give people a new fucking experience every
time.
night?
So actually,
Imagine how
That's
crazy
pretty
that could be. Because imagine freestyle jazz musicians, like every night we go out, they freestyling, I'm freestyling, and we just give people the sauce.
I was actually just talking to Zam about this. There's actually a thing called live band karaoke in
Yes.
Koreatown.
Yes.
Literally, it's
I
imagine.
smoke that shit.
No, bro, it is amazing. Literally, it is just karaoke, but they got a stage, they got a full band behind you. It has to be like songs that everybody knows, and there's already a crowd there because everybody wants to perform.
Okay, but
and they
you
just go hard.
Here's the pitch. Look.
I hit them like that.
Here's the pitch.
I'll start scatting.
You'll pick one of those popular songs, right, from the list.
Yeah.
And Wes will be that person who won't sing the original lyrics.
Fuck it.
But yet, like, just freestyle.
I'll use the melody.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
low
exactly.
key, that's still fire. Like,
Yeah.
yo, no, if you, no joke, if you like start saying like just a small town girl, and then you just start going in.
Just a small town girl.
Yeah.
Hey, living in it.
Where are we going? What are we talking about right now?
But see, I'll probably put the BPM up like 2 notches. You know what I'm saying? To hit you with the
I don't know what we're doing.
that would be my brain if I was to do that song.
I'd love it.
It's so funny.
like editing this is like
No, they're actually soulful. No joke, soulful Sundays. You should go to that. Not even kidding. If you're familiar with Soulful Sundays, they do that actually. It's basically it's an open mic with a full band behind you. And they pretty much will be like, all right, here's here's the song, like, you put it on your phone or whatever, and then the full band will pretty much like play that shit itself, and then you go up there with a full band and start rapping your shit.
I need to tap in you, dude, because this
I
is
will-
exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
I will send I will send you a list of places like open mics or art circles you should check out. Shout out Soulful Sundays. It is an amazing soul food restaurant in like downtown, and I think you would fuck with that.
On a side note is that I might be afraid of
everything
what
about
comes
this
out.
about LA, bro. It's
Dude,
fucking crazy.
Dude, 2019 was a
love
good
it.
year, bro.
I feel like that much of expression might make me just go like full close
Dude.
my eyes like.
Oh no, dude! I saw a guy.
Perspective.
No, dude. Honestly, though, there was like for the whole year of 2019, I made it my mission to like I'm going to explore I joined a witch's coven that year also.
I think I remember you telling me about that shit.
I remember you telling me about this. But pause.
I met my ex there.
I would say, you mind to summarize this in about 5 minutes so we can hit the beat.
Yeah.
Hit the what?
We gotta hit the beat.
But
Come on.
I want to hear about the coven you joined because I remember when I met you, that was the last shit you said.
That's my bedtime.
That was the last shit you said.
So literally, okay, here's what happened. So here's how it started off, right?
You gotta shout her out.
You know GianniP, right,
Shout
Mauricio?
out, Jacqueline.
Hey, if your
I love
girlfriend
you,
is
girl.
mad, tell her that the homie's breaking down how we joined the coven one time.
Nah,
she's gonna understand.
She's hyping me up.
No.
right now. She's a very supportive
No.
partner.
I got a wild coven story for you.
I gotta hear it. I
Less
gotta
than
hear
5 minutes. Okay, this is what happened.
give it.
You remember like your old coworker? Shout out. We went to a BDS. We went. So me, my homegirl, my homie went to a BDSM dungeon, right?
God damn, this is the best story I've ever fucking heard.
No.
Is that
Check it
like
out.
a sex cult?
You took
No.
to a BDSM dungeon? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's an old coworker. Yo, like just ends up getting fired. No, check it out. The thing. So we went to a BDSM dungeon. It was a BDSM expo. I want to get that very clear. It wasn't like a dungeon. It was in a dungeon, but they weren't doing any crazy sex. It was like, hey, we're showing off our new toys.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Pause. Bleep that girl's name out too.
All right,
because
so we're going
she's not, she doesn't have consent to be in this story.
So there we were at bleep, and then we bleep. Yo, I bleep so hard. No, like, check it out. No, here's what happened. So they were showing off their new toys, right? And they had this thing where it was like, they had this new toy where it was like, they had this toy where it was like electrocution. They were like, yo, we got this gauntlet, this glove on. It'll like do some like electricity down your back. Who wants to come up? If you come up,
I respect you in that joke, cause bro, we was fucking up your serious ass story. Like this really happened.
It's not that serious.
We laughing and shit like this really happened. Like,
but it's fucking dumb. It's a dumb story. No, so here's the thing. They're like, whoever wants to come up first, we'll give you like 2 free tickets to this museum. I'm like, all right, cool. I like pain. You know, I'm not like that, but like not like that. But I was like, all right, I want to see it.
You're like, I'll take some electrocution.
I go up there. What is it? I go up there. I get electrocuted for like 10 seconds. Like not that hard or anything. And they're like, all right, here's your 2. No, it was.
That kind of sounds fun.
No, it is fun. No, yo, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not trying to lie. Like,
Yo, no, I'm not gonna lie. After that, I was like, all right, I get it. You know what I mean? I got a point. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it was shocking.
Wild. You're wild, Ariel.
No, I'm not. I swear to God, I'm so boring.
he said he regular.
But like, no, here's the thing. I won tickets to this place called, I don't know if I can say the name, but the Bearded Ladies Mystic Museum. It's in Burbank, right?
All right.
I go
keep that in there.
I go
keep
there.
that in there.
No, great place, great place. Here's what happened. No joke. Here's the story. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna tell you all what happened in this fucking coven. So check it out. My homie GianniP, she's into creepy shit like me. So we go there, we find out, hey, there's a coven that runs out of here. You want to join the coven? $20. I'm like, all right, cool. $20. I'm not done. Here's the thing. I'm not done. So check it out. The coven, no joke, I cannot stress this enough. The coven was just, you ever watch that TV show on Netflix, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All we did was just fucking go to the coven, maybe like fucking, pray to the moon. No, wait. I'm not done. No. Hold up.
Were you the only minority there? This sounds like some white people tactics.
Look, maybe. But here's the thing. Check it out. Here's the thing about the coven, though.
Okay.
So there was actually a riff in the coven, because there were some people there.
Which beef?
The fuck is a riff?
Like some people didn't.
We got another one for
Some people didn't like that they were like, hey, all we do is fucking talk about Sabrina and go to Denny's. Where's the real witch shit?
Finally, I would have been me.
Exactly.
Where's the real witch shit? I would have been like, I'm in here for what?
So here's the thing. So here's what happened, right?
You're too much.
A lot of people actually shared that sentiment. They were like, yo, like, hey, look, fuck Sabrina, fuck Denny's. I want to do some witch shit. So anyways, so the coven started getting more into like, hey, we're gonna like actually start using like bone magic. We're gonna start doing rituals.
Yes.
We're gonna have seances. That's where I met my ex. Shout out Sage. What is it? We're gonna start
Sage.
like we're going to start like what is it? What the fuck was it? We're gonna start doing real shit. So here's what happened, and this is very important to tell you guys. This event. This is a real event that really happened. So in witch culture, the head witch is called the Mistress Supreme, right? And this woman was like, okay, let's have an actual. You know how witches have that thing where they dance around a cauldron?
Did she have a man's too?
What? I don't. Maybe not anymore.
Like your girl, or was it like?
It was a girl. It was.
I'm saying how you was dating the girl. And like, did she have a man's in the coven too?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
No, but here's the. No, but here's the thing. No, but here's the thing. Check it out. Check it out. So the coven was very big on like, okay, we're gonna do some real witch shit now. So by this point, the person I was with at the time, Sage, they left. They were like, they're doing blood magic. I don't fuck with that.
So she eventually broke some balls and was like, no, this is way too witchy.
Yeah, pretty much. No, pretty much. They were like, they were straight up like, I don't fuck with blood. I don't like blood magic. I'm out of here.
Yo,
so,
asking for the witch shit can't handle that
for
shit.
the witches.
What?
No, but here's the thing. Check it out. Wait, no.
What you fucking asked for?
No, check it out. This is the climax, right? This is the fucked up part. This is where the story like gets really fucking intense.
Ooh,
so this
I
is.
want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his ass.
This is where the story gets intense. So check it out. One day, the coven is like, mind you, we run inside of a museum. We run inside of a building, a small building, right? They got a cauldron, and you know how witches do that thing where they dance around like a fire, like like a cauldron on fire, right? They were putting some kerosene in the fire, right? And the head witch poured a shit ton of kerosene, got some on herself, a lot. She caught on fire. The head.
Should we put this out?
What?
Where is this?
I don't know anybody's name.
Is this now caught up?
I don't know any. Here's the thing. I don't know anybody's here.
I'm a little scared.
I don't know anybody's name. But here's what happened. This person, I don't know her name. She was on fire for maybe like 30 seconds. You know, you're in California. You know what to do. You stop, drop, and roll. You get the fire blanket. You know what I mean? Like she was fine. Just concentrate. Here's the fucked up part. She was fine, and she wanted to sue the place. She wanted to sue the fucking museum and the building next door because her being on fire was her fault.
Rooh is checked out right now.
I'm an adult. I got work in the morning. Y'all want me to rap? I'm waiting to rap and get the fuck out of here.
Like, I'm witch.
He's on book smoke.
You want some
I'm
smoke?
old. I'm telling you guys. I'm sorry.
I respect it.
But wait, end it.
No, just real quick.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a dick.
No,
I'm just
I
real
want to
quick.
know how this ends.
So the way the story ends was head
patient.
witch got on fire, tried to sue the place. They were like, "Go fuck yourself."
Damn.
And no, for real, it's fucked up. Here's the part. She became a born again Christian actually, because she was like, "This is born again Christian."
She didn't wear full Kanye after that.
She was like, "This is a sign from God. I gotta repent." So she did that, and then the coven was like, "Yeah, we don't have a place to practice out of anymore. So now we're gonna have to like find a new spot." Fun fact: the new location is in Santa Clarita. All right, I'm done with the story.
And you're in it?
No. I thought it was gonna be like long story short.
No, please. Can you bleep that? I'm actually very afraid of that organization. Can you please bleep that?
Bleep that, please.
Please bleep
Because
that.
that's the real cabal. Like,
Yeah,
don't
facts.
fuck with
No,
these niggas.
exactly. Yeah, facts. Yeah.
No cap like dude. That's the Illuminati.
Please bleep that name out.
I know. I'm not even capping with you though. Like,
I agree.
Word to my homie. One time I was right there by the telling they had Lambos in that bitch.
Can you
like,
please bleep that
straight
word?
Lambo. Nothing but like expensive ass cars, bro. And I went to the homie and I was like, what is good with this? He was like, oh, this is a spot to smoke at. And he was like, it's a spot to smoke at. It was right across. He was like, yeah, no, they did as like devil worshippers and all that. Like, and they had money like crazy. I was like, I don't want to go nowhere near this, bro. This sounds scary as shit.
Dude, I got invited to an open mic in that fucking building, and I've never avoided a person so hard after he told me about that. He was like, yo, I got this open mic. I'm like, yo, I don't
like,
look.
It's all right.
I can't look at you the same way ever again. Like, please don't talk to me. Please don't even say that you know me.
That's crazy.
I just don't want to get smoked by. We can end it like that.
Listen to
Like, I don't want to catch a body on me. I'm not the nigga.
Let's end this the right way, please.
Well, I got nothing.
Drop the beat. Got the beat?
Can you open this for me? Sorry.
Like, use your face.
Hey, yo, Matt. You ready?
Yeah.
This one's finishing right now.
3, 2,
I'm about to freestyle over summertime. And it's over.
I got the first verse.
Got it ready? Going in.
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, here we go.
Yo, Smoking on the stogies with the homies, if you know me. Sipping on my OE with the nympho on the low key. Fucking with these OGs, pulling pranks, they call me Loki. Got a freaky bitch when we fuck, she just wants to choke me. And honest, I'm not the best, I'm just being modest. Trying to be one of the greats, and I'm feeling flawless. At 5'6", pulling these tricks, feeling the top. Oh fuck, please be me, and that's a promise. Remember back when we were kids, staying fresh and copping lids. Growing up sucks, but fuck, really gotta get these gigs. Put this from my mother, from my brother, from my father. For the God who blesses me and pushed me to go farther. Sorry, Mr. Carter, not the one you looking for. 90s baby, so living life is all that I know. Going through the struggles and hustle so I can glow. Be a better person who works in the lesson so you grow, yo.
Woo. This is the highest cause, ayy.
I fucked that shit up though.
That was beautiful.
Ayy, hold up, I got you. I kind of remember my verse. Watch. Let me get 1 second till I can get like on the beat, and I kind of remember it for you.
Okay.
Watch. Hey, step into the building with the extra funky feeling and hit the pump that it started spark. Barbecues grilling up for now until it's after dark. So let me stay late, pass a bit my way and let the bass blunt sway back and forth. You know the kids gon' play. Hey, so say hey, and say ho, oh. Keep it jumping, keep it bumping in my flow. I lay out a fresh fit like I'm ironing clothes. I'm steady eyeing the hoe. Lay back in the cut, chillin' with my soul. Can you feel this? Cause it's healing. I got a shorty in my side, she chillin'. Hey, like I'm not brewing the cut, you know I'm feeling the essence of the rhyme. So I remix it quickly for the time being. Slide in it, rhyme, chillin'. I'm in it for the moment. But I'm holding my fears in the palm of my hand, and I'm vision to the sky while I rap for my man. Cause you know we been at it for a couple years. Smoking on the gas like I got no fears. Rapping on the beat like I'm back for the gears. Tipping on my line like I can't take it. Here. Damn, I remember most of my verse.
Yeah, you really did. That shit was hard.
That was fire.
I was hyped. That shit was nice.
I remember the first
That was so abrupt.
We'll fade it out.
Yeah, this will be the best part ever. We'll just figure it out later.
This is the best podcast. Yo, for anybody who's not in this room right now, this is the chillest. We are outside, if you can't tell by the voices, and it's just we're underneath a canopy. We got a good view of the whole valley, right? Like, I was just talking to Maurice. This is fucking better than Soho House, man. Fuck Soho House.
Thank you, bro.
Leave that too. Leave that too. Watch your homies pull up right now from work.
Kanye West wants to fight you.
I'm sorry if I did sound like a dick. I just do gotta go to. I gotta go to bed.
No,
all right.
Thank you for coming.
You had a lot more time to stay than most people.
Thank you, thank you guys for coming.
Oh yeah, for real. Thank y'all. I'm sorry that we weren't really getting y'all on the open mic podcast the way I really wanted to, but we'll figure some shit out. Yeah, no, we'll figure that out. And then I want you on the podcast too. We gotta get you on my podcast.
Absolutely.
You know
I'm super down.
after we go, you know who I really want to come? You only met him for a bit.
Huh?
The homie Rattler. Cause he's the other homie that showed me the machine.
Yeah.
The DJ machine.
Oh, okay.
Shout out Rattler.
I want to know, like, that would be an interesting combo.
We can do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I like to hear different people's different music, like takes and shit. Anyway, thanks for having me, y'all.
Thank you guys for having me.
Peace out.
I already mentioned earlier, but we got some fucking legends. These guys are some real ones. Thank you guys for joining us. And,
yo, shout out Mauricio. Shout out Wes.
We love you, Wayne.
We got one more.
Vine Tree Radio.
Can we start the pod already?
Do you hear me?
All right, wait.
Do you hear me?
We're starting the pod now. When you guys look back at the timestamps, podcast starts now. One bite. The podcast already started.
But I'm stressing out.
I timestamped it right now. The podcast is starting.
Matt, do you hear me though?
Wesley. We all blow up.
Wesley.
He's like, let me see if this does anything, and we just all die right now.
Do you hear me when I say this?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be on the pod.
It has to be like, but for you have to be right up on your mic.
I gotta be like, I be in my
Do you hear me? Do you hear me when I'm right? Do you hear me when I'm right here?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, okay, and I hear you right there.
Alright, cool.
There we go.
Dude, like Michael Jackson.
All right, everyone here missed it.
So I gotta be like this when I talk, huh?
Podcast starts now.
If I talk like this, they can't hear me.
This is the Vine Tree Radio, most diverse podcast in the planet.
You gotta go. You can go.
Wesley. Yep, that's the most diverse podcast on the planet.
Can you hear me?
It is. It's the most diverse podcast on the planet.
Can't hear it, huh?
Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley, dude. The podcast already started.
Wesley.
Like when we go back to timestamps, you're gonna hear me yelling, "Timestamp podcast starts."
I don't mind. I almost heard you too much.
Huh?
Oh, really?
Fuck, I can't hear you.
Is it good now?
Wait, so how does this start working now?
Once I say down, we gonna start it. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Oh wait, he has to hit record. No shit.
He said 1 second. He said 1 second.
Oh, so then when we go back on the timestamp, can we please start it before he comes?
No, you've never
It'll
seen
be
Almost
so
Famous.
funny, and he's gonna
Watch
just
it.
be like, "Oh,
Watch the
damn
movie.
it."
I mean, like now that we have it
You
here,
know
I'm
who
gonna just
Jim
take
Morrison
this.
is?
That's why we have this opportunity.
It's about Jim.
Dude, the reason
their
why
band.
Donald's here is
You
for
literally
like.
look like Jim Morrison in the
with the
movie.
mustache.
This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
I already fucking
but
knew,
it's
bro.
like right. He
Third
looks like Jim
eye,
Morrison.
Fucking the third eye and shit.
Bro, you're Jim Morrison, bro. I swear.
I
to
believe
God.
Andrew could be an actor.
I'm not Jim Morrison.
Yes, you.
I'm Andrew.
Bro, you look like you did porno back in the 90s.
We'll be down.
No, hold up, save it. The
looked
podcast
like-
hasn't started yet.
I'm
Bro, I swear to God.
All right, wait, guys,
Nah,
let's save the
it looks like you were on
content.
Boogie
Let's save the
Nights. You
good
seen Boogie
content for the
Nights?
actual start of the podcast.
Looks like you're Mark Wahlberg's homie. Back when they're doing Boogie Nights. You've never seen Boogie Nights? You've never seen Boogie Nights?
I know Mark
Mark
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg's he's a porn star on Boogie Nights. Paul Thomas Anderson.
He's not a porn star in Boogie Night.
Hey, I work down the street
He's
from
a
there.
no.
What y'all
Mark
talking
Wahlberg
about
is
my local job area?
No fucking way.
I work down the street from where they
Watch
filmed
it.
that whole movie.
Boogie Nights.
I'll watch it.
Hey, the director,
Yeah.
Paul Thomas Anderson. Boom. You ever seen There Will Be Blood?
Yes. Bro, sometimes randomly a long time ago we talked about that shit at work.
We talked about how like
you guys are like, yo,
you seen the
Boogie
new
Nights
movie
was
that
right
came
there.
out, Licorice Pizza?
Yeah, like they were like, it was like
Directed
around the corner.
Watch that
like,
movie.
they
It just
filmed the
came
whole
out.
movie.
It came out like 3 months ago.
It's not sorry, but the funniest thing happened. Mason was like trying to turn this up or something. He's like, huh? He's like, I wonder if this does anything, and he like just turns the gas. I'm like, imagine it just blows
This
up.
gonna be good. Let's go. I'm ready.
I
I didn't want to do it because I don't know you guys, but let's get it.
Let's get it. You know what?
Fucking Jim Morrison.
I said Marco.
You look like Adrian Brody too, bro. That's funny. You know who Adrian Brody is?
We get it, bro.
He's the motherfucker from The Pianist, the
I
Jewish
have a mustache. Fucking get it. I have a mustache, bro.
This motherfucker that plays the piano. There's a piano inside, bro. Play it.
So, are we starting the podcast anytime soon?
Hey, my nigga. Hey, anybody who's impatient about to get off this shit. You got one more impatient move in there. You good. We already here.
My fault.
Hey, it's not your fault.
My fault,
We're
my
good.
fault, my fault.
Hey, we good. This is gonna be the fun
Yeah,
one.
we already here.
It was my fault.
Hell no, I was shouting that shit too.
Hey, you know who Adrian Brody is though,
That's
right?
the reason. No, my fault, Wesley. My fault. Yeah, my fault. My fault. My fault. Ignore me.
They don't even know what you're talking about.
Dude,
Ooh,
really? You don't know who I'm talking about?
He's talking about Adrian Broder.
You know who that
Adrian
is, Wesley, or
Brody?
no?
Isn't that a
He
boxer?
looks like him.
Andrew?
Just because I have a mustache?
He said the way I knew who he was he's the Jewish dude from The Pianist, and it just sent me
I was on the piano.
I was like,
He's
that's actually but hold on, that's actually a great movie. That's actually a great movie.
I'm calling you
and
a
it's
beast.
based on a true story.
What's your favorite movie? What's everybody's favorite movie?
Anchorman. No, I'm just
What's your
kidding.
favorite movie?
Why was that the first thing I said?
This is
Fuck.
crazy.
I just have a favorite movie.
Andrew, what's your favorite movie?
Good Will Hunting. I love that movie.
I don't have none of those pods on it, you know?
Nice.
Nah.
Or any Chris Nolan movie.
No apps though.
Nah.
Dark Knight, Interstellar, Inception, any of those. Or Fincher. I love Fincher too. Fincher's my shit, dude.
Anything I saved, I'm on a new tip right now. I have to save shit. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
5,
I think
4. You want to freestyle again?
I think I could speak for all
What
of
else
us.
do we got in here? Wait,
Maybe.
no one else is gonna get on the freestyle, right?
No.
Where's the headphones?
Jim Morrison,
Just
let's get
Wesley.
it.
I was thinking that this podcast might not even need a freestyle.
Man needs to get on the fucking first time.
I don't think we need one. I think we
I'll
can
go
just
on
go
the
straight
freestyle.
into
I'm
it.
gonna rap it. Come on. Yeah.
what's playing right now.
Yeah, that's how it always is. Okay. I thought you meant like the other beat was gonna rock.
No,
that's right. That's the theme music. All right, I'm gonna hit on the Jim Morrison beat. I got you. I'll go on it one more time.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Knock on the doors.
If I was
Fuck
to,
it.
You heard it, right? If I was to name this beat anything, I would name it directly that. But low-key, no one else in that first name was here to
Hey,
twist
make
that.
it a- name it a tight beat.
Nobody catch that reference earlier. Only you guys caught it right now.
Fuck you. Wait, really? Because this motherfucker is Jim Morrison.
Don't start yet. Don't start yet. Don't start yet.
Yo, I'm about to
Jim
rap,
Morrison.
niggas. I'm about to
He
rap,
doesn't
niggas.
like
We
it,
gotta
though.
make jokes
My
right
bad,
after
bro.
this.
Wait,
but the podcast started, so then you have to rap. No, we're gonna rap
you don't
first
like
and then
it?
the jokes.
Nah, it's just like.
No, I'm confused when it
I'm trying to
starts. Did
focus.
it start?
No, they said that it's like I misfocused.
I'm funny.
We're gonna rap. I'm gonna rap and
that's why I'm like.
No, but it's the rap part of the
Listen,
podcast. Oh, that's what I'm asking. Yeah, did the podcast start? No, it didn't start. It starts once you rap. Yeah. Okay, guys. Yo, nigga, shut the fuck up. I finally get the dynamic.
I got. If you want to hear him, you might need to switch him.
I feel like
you're
I feel like we haven't realized the podcast has not started. Just tell them to switch. But it might.
I think if you want to hear it, I think you guys
This can be
need to switch
chaos,
the mics,
dude.
Depending on who's editing this podcast, it might have already started.
But make sure that mic is close to you though. That's your mic right there. Just so you know.
Okay.
Anxiety.
But
right
also,
now.
I was gonna say, I
Give
think
it 5
that
seconds. He's
headphone might
telling
be
them
off.
something.
So I think you
don't
guys
get
are gonna need to share this if you want to hear it. Like,
Hey yo. So I'm just saying.
Well, no,
audio,
the thing is, Andrew,
bro,
with your mic.
shut the fuck up for 5 seconds, real quick.
I'm dying.
I'm just trying to explain them their
Don't
headphones real
talk to
quick.
me. I'm dying. Without holding me still, I'm gonna look up.
Yeah, just pause, bro. Come on. Chill.
Let's just go. Let's go.
Yo.
Yeah, work.
I was trying to say that the headphones on there, only one of them works. That's what he's trying to explain. So whoever wants to listen to the beat, one nigga can listen to the beat.
Yeah, I can hear it. I'm gonna listen to it.
Okay, Andrew. Nah, chill, nigga. All right, well. Well, you listening to the beat then. Whoever got it on the beat is one of you niggas is listening to the beat.
Hey, hold up.
You niggas don't gotta worry about that.
I don't know their names though.
I'm like, okay.
You guys don't have to worry about that.
Please,
I don't know their
I can't
names,
hear
though.
shit.
What's your
bro.
name?
That's perfect.
What's your name?
My name's
Ruben.
What's his name?
Andrew. Ruben, Andrew. That's easy.
Ruben Jim.
Get us to start.
And with that, I think we should start.
Jim Morrison.
Like I said, depending on who edits this, it might have already started.
No. All right,
let's start.
Are you niggas ready now?
Press spacebar.
We gonna play the beat first. And
Ready,
then it's
brother.
Start. You ready? I was making sure everybody's chilling. We got it.
Let's go.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom, baby. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Hawaii gang, baby.
I don't hear anything. You're not on the beat no more.
I see.
Sorry, he was pressing the wrong button.
that was my.
We up. I should have hit this on the pop, but I'm.
Yo, boom. Ooh, do you guys have a joint? Boom. That will hit.
Let me try some water.
Boom.
Okay.
I don't think that really is gonna phase me.
Yeah, it won't, but that worked.
I hit a whole blunt earlier. Oh, hold on, wait. Skirt. Eyes closed, mind gone. That's how I start the rhyme book. I had to take one headphone off so I could look at my rhyme shook. Stud in the vision of my last life, but I had to catch this shit fast like I'm running out of price. Ayy, looking at my mind like I'm rolling the dice, taking my hand for the moment in time. I ain't got nothing to say, but I got lots on my mind, so I let it spray like an AK detrimental to your brain, ghosting like I'm fucking Cobain. Babe. To my metric long skirting out my brain, curve to the back of the set when I'm back in the earth. Remember my ball for a second, but I'm back. Pass to my nigga, you know that we last. Rats, I ain't even gotta keep passing the facts. Damn, I forgot that I'm only one in this beat, so I'm in this shit real fast. I opened my eyes real quick and I was like, damn, wait. I forgot that I'm the only one gonna hop on this.
Shouts out to Boom Boom.
Still hard though. Still hard.
Boom Boom.
That was tight.
Looking to Vine to
Boom,
Radio,
boom, baby,
your
let's
boy
go.
West here chilling with Mauriwowi.
Lil Wayne, shout us out.
I feel like each time I've introduced us, we've gotten a little more drunker. But
It's the way. This is the last one of the night. So,
but definitely we're here. You know what I'm saying? We get to talk to new guests today, and we get to a little bit of a chance to talk about what we're gonna do in the future. Because last time we had a mid-season finale, we got a chance to talk about everything we did last year. It was on New Year's Eve. So this time the tip of it is a little bit talking about what we got planned, if you dig. You know, and so far we've had a lot of homies talk about the projects they got planned, the shits they gonna do in their life later on. You know what I'm saying? So we also went on different tangents. I feel like the last one, a big thing we emphasized on was also our past. I feel like we didn't plan on doing that, but we touched on how much we know each other and the different, you know, parameters between that. Because shit, bruh, I don't think I've ever sat in a fucking circle in years with you, Andrew, Matt.
Yep.
Hey, what about Donald?
In a while.
Donald, special guest for sure.
I'm saying we
special guest Donald, bro.
I just met you, man.
And you know,
me and Mari and Donald have kicked it last week. We all kicked it recently.
All right, shout out to Mauricio, shout out to
I don't
Wesley.
even know Donald, but yes.
But like,
I like drinking beers.
Let's get it. I like drinking.
He drink beer.
I
Cheers.
like drinking beers.
Hey, my dude, I can't even.
I like to judge.
I can't even.
You know, Donald, I might not say some like serious shit.
You don't have to say no serious shit, to be honest. That's not really like the tip of our pod.
Dude,
it's about
some shit funny.
It's more so about real shit. Like, it's not about being serious.
My tip is about like
I'm about to be myself,
all
alright, guys?
That joke and the
You guys don't know me, but I'm.
Nah, like,
I like to be myself, so let's get it. I'm gonna say some.
To be honest, that's appreciated.
Whatever I want to say.
Because I feel like shit to take it back.
I don't want to act like fucking some random or whatever. So let's get this shit.
But to
let's
take
get
it,
the
but
shit.
to take it
Let's
back,
get the
to
shit.
take it back
Let's
for
get
a
the shit.
split second. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like before we go
top
around
of
and
the
talk
morning.
about what we got, you know, planned for the future, I
Top
feel
of
like
the-
we should maybe talk a little bit about
Yeah,
how we got to this point in general. And I feel
Yes,
like
how
a
we
big
got to this
a
point.
big factor in how we got to this point in general, like how I talked about in the last thing, is those cultivation periods. Like, talk about like when I used to make music with Ruben, and I used to make music with you, and I used to make music with Andrew, and shit. A lot of them times was real, how you say, like, in the developmental stages. But I feel like one of them times, I feel like I never really forget as like a part that got me to the next level was them times at Andrew's house and was making that sweet done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really testament that time to like the next motherfucking level. And you was around in that time, bro. Remember that shit? Remember that day?
I remember that.
When we kicked it at like the little
Wacky
corner
whack.
of
I remember where
cul-de-sac and remember the bushes?
Oh,
and
I remember where the picture was taken.
Bro, that picture was from that night. It was from that night.
The picture was taken.
With the guitar.
Yes, that night. It was dead as a night in the stew at his house, and we went to the corner of his cul-de-sac and
Dude,
took
we
a
said-
pic like outside, like right
On
after
this guy's cul-de-sac.
Let's not leave out
his
Donald.
cul-de-sac.
He was probably lit that night too.
Dude, we used to
Let's not leave out
hop.
Donald.
Definitely. I was
Hey, we used to hop that
Modelo's.
fence
Shout
and
out
just
to Modelo.
smoke there. That was cool. We used to hop that fence.
yeah,
It was like, it
that.
wasn't
I
really
remember
vibes
that.
to smoke at, but that was the spot. And I remember that being just an iconic moment for me, at least, making music.
Hey,
like,
what about when we all dropped
Memories, man.
shrooms for Point
Memories.
Doom?
I remember that.
It was right here.
Tell us about it.
we got this
What happened? What happened?
Talk about that.
Who had the bad trip? Who had the good trip?
He said who had the bad trip and who had the good trip. He knew.
Who had the good? Who had the good trip? Who had the bad trip?
Hey, pause.
Good.
I'll break it down. Let me
Good
break
trip.
it down. No,
Tell me about
Let
it.
me break it down.
Let's go.
Long story short, I was already in a bad mood because we was
Shit.
arguing over a piece.
I remember that. Fucking Tobias, bro.
Yes. Oh, Toby.
Shout out Tobias.
Tobias Williams. Shout out Zay. Shout out Zay.
Chill. Nah. You playing, bro.
Nah,
we in a conversation together. Nah,
Yeah,
my nigga.
like Wesley said, nah, shout out Zay. Nah, shout out Zay, like Wesley said.
No, dude.
No.
Pause. Yes, no. Shout out Zay. Actually,
Shout out Zay.
I'm actually under contract to shout out Zay.
Hey, Wesley.
Shout out Zay.
Shout out Zay, dude. Zay's my
boy. You know?
Zay's my guy.
Our one and only true sponsor.
Let me just say,
Shout out Zay.
let me explain it real quick. That worked like clockwork because I was there for that when you guys said you had to shout him out. He said shout out Zay and you were saying no to him. And yeah,
I was saying no to my nigga.
I seized the opportunity.
But
I know.
But pause real quick. I want to tap in. I feel like Andrew wanted something to say.
Jim. This is Jim.
Introduce yourself, bro.
Yeah, shout out Andrew.
I feel like I want to give you a chance to shout your shit out, bro. Like, I feel like
Yes.
we was all talking this shit, dog.
Get it,
Talking
Jim.
about your shit. Don't be weird.
Yes.
You get on the pod too, dog. You don't have to say yes, bro. They
Jim
gonna look
Morrison,
at
sing for us.
Yes.
Chill, bro. Nah.
Yes.
They gonna look at Andrew's pod and he's gonna explain like all of his
Yes.
like shit that he does, and they're gonna look at the finale pod and be like, why is he just on here saying yes?
Andrew's an artist. Yes. He sees the world in a different dimension.
Yes.
Can someone give me a clap?
He paints. He makes music. He makes beats. He's worked with us. We went to high school with this fool.
Eddie.
Exactly. Thank you.
Andrew
Thank
is
you.
one of us.
Over there.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All of them, and it was like the drinks.
Say yes, Andrew. And say yes.
Oh yeah. Yes.
And so,
My name is Ruben. What's up, everybody? I'm in Point Doom. Shout out Point Doom. That's my fucking
Shout
project.
out.
That's my
Oh,
band.
Hey, my
Shout out
niggas.
Point Doom.
That
Hey,
band's
pause
sick.
for 1 second. Bro, y'all better stop acting drunk, bro.
Yes.
Cause y'all gonna wake up. Cause y'all gonna wake up and be like, take this out, and I'm not gonna take it out. Stop acting drunk.
With that being said, can I just get a claw? I'm the only one without a drink.
Dude,
I
no.
tried to get one during the toast.
I said go get one.
I don't want to get. I
No,
could
get
just
up,
get up.
yeah,
Yeah,
get
all
up
right,
and go
yeah.
get
I didn't
one,
know if
man.
that was chill.
Just
You feel
don't
me?
say
Not a
it.
Modelo,
Now it's not chill that you burning it out. Like if you
He had
had
that
just
shit
bounced
ready.
and did it,
I like
just
that.
bounce and get it.
perfect.
Bro,
Fuck it.
I'm ready, bro. That's why I brought
All right.
my 12
Where's
can with me,
Mauricio
dude.
Nah, pause. To go back to what you said though. I want to tap into what you said. I only got a little bit of it, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm could be and I got thrown off by Andrew. Andrew scared me for 1 second, and I wanted to know what you had to say.
Go ahead.
But I was trying to explain the story. He brought up a crazy story that you was there for.
Okay, go ahead.
Wesley, lay down, dude.
Yeah, lay down.
We're gonna pop off the mic.
Lay down.
Point Doom. Peep this, right?
All right.
My man's right here is in a band called Point Doom.
Yeah.
And back in the days, we went to Point Doom, the beach.
Okay.
Okay.
Who drove?
Our homie Tobana, who's also on this second half of the podcast.
Okay.
We
Hey,
FaceTimed
shout out to Tubano.
Tobana. Shout out to Tobana.
Hey, shout out to you, man.
He got an app. He in tech. He a fucking.
He made the name.
Shout out to
Shout out to you, bro.
He made the name.
And matter of fact, you hit on the money.
did.
He
He
got us
did.
fucking home safe.
So I want to shout him out
He got
because
us
that's
home
what
safe
matters,
and
right?
made the fucking name, and
Alright,
that
shout out
is
to you,
what
bro.
matters. Like
Remember
without
the
him, we
Kendrick
wouldn't have made it
song?
home safe.
We
bro.
going
That
big
is
on
Person
that.
matters, man.
Nah, everybody right here.
After
got up to
everything,
that.
remember
You remember
the
that
Kendrick
shit?
song?
Everyone knows here.
I wish I was there, but I can't.
I do, but
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
tap up to him,
I'm
but
trying
I wasn't
No,
there.
you're
I
right.
can't reach that.
Everybody being here
You
right
know
now.
why I know you remember that?
It's a living
You know why I know
story.
you remember that, right?
How? Please tell
Because
me.
that was your car, buddy.
He drove it.
That was your car. You were slapping it. He drove it.
Wesley, he drove it.
Are you about to
No, he
double
drove
fist
Your
him?
homie, Tobano.
He drove it.
You about to double
Shouts out.
fist him?
He drove. What happened after that?
He whipped us back.
So what happened?
Him too.
Oh wait. Nah,
I'll spill if I have
dude,
both of them open.
Shit. My bad. My
drove?
bad. Before I realized he did drive, we turned up a lot in his car, but I realized that was not his car. We were in his car, Tobana's car.
Oh, okay. Shouts out to him.
Niggas
though,
both
for
had
sure.
a lot of room in their cars. I got confused.
So what happened after
Y'all
that?
niggas both had a lot of room.
Remember the glow stick?
We
were
took like
what
an
the
eighth of
fuck?
shrooms each, dude. We all took like an eighth each. It was like a good
I thought
amount
we were in
on
your
a
car, but
pizza.
no, we were in his car.
Remember we bought a pizza? We bought
We had
it
the Volkswagen. Remember?
West.
Back then,
Oh,
that shit had a lot of room. I
So
forgot.
what was
Yeah,
it? A
I
cheese
remember
mushroom
that.
pizza?
Yeah, I forgot about that shit for a second.
God
sausage
damn.
on it too.
Dude.
Right? You feel me? Like I forgot about that shit
What
for a
does the
split
pizza
second,
have
and I
on
was like,
it?
damn, my homie had like
With the
we stopped
mushrooms.
at Domino's, got
So
the
good,
got the
dude.
pizza.
And then that's where you and Tobias were
Me and
fighting.
Tobias got in an argument about
Yes.
the piece.
Shout out
But
to
to be honest,
Tobias.
that's my nigga right still. It
I
was
remember
honestly
that.
just a piece. We got in the club, we got an
Tobias,
argument
right
about.
there.
But me and him was
That's
chill
sure.
because to be honest, we was looking at it like it's
To
just
reiterate
shrooms.
that they fought over a free piece.
Yeah.
But it should have been Wesley's at the
Fine,
end of the
that's
day.
fine.
It wasn't.
I remember that.
Like honestly, Tobias is a big petty Tobias. Like,
Ding, ding, ding.
but yeah.
But looking at it in the whole, me and him, I feel like we're the most least worried about the shrooms. So I feel like that's why we got into an argument. You know what I mean?
No, that was
Most
true.
stubborn, most stubborn.
Like Tobias, like Tobias on shrooms for the first time. Like Tobias kicked shrooms ass. Like
No, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Tobias-
That's exactly what I wanted to talk
Tobias
about.
will take his
bro,
gram,
he
dab,
actually
and
ate
won't
4
get faded.
grams. He actually ate 4
Yo, real
grams.
quick.
He ate 4.
But I wanted, he didn't, nigga. But I wanted to come to with him. Yo, this is how we explain how hard Tobias was
Yeah,
on
it is
shrooms.
midnight.
Simply.
He was
All
on
of
a
us,
rock.
all of us had a good time vibing, doing beach shit. My nigga was sitting on the tallest rock there.
He sat on the tallest rock.
I remember that.
I looked at him like, how'd you get up there?
And then every time I dapped him, I was like, damn, you just know it's good. Like he just looked at it like man, this shit ain't gonna suck me in. Like he was looking at it like, you really think this shit about to suck me in? Like, nah.
I have a good story about Tobias, actually. Oh yeah, Donald knows Tobias.
Yeah, me and Tobias, we were together. My first day, we went on lunch together. And he's like, oh, like, we have lunch together. You want to smoke? I'm like, hell yeah, dog, I'm down. He's like, we're going to take dabs. I'm like, sure, I'm
Never
down.
say where you
I'm
work,
down
though.
for that.
Don't burn them out. Never say where you work, though. Don't burn
That's
them
right.
out.
We'll figure out what to
I just
bleep
want to
here.
let you know so you don't.
No,
burn them
just
out.
keep talking. I got you.
Yeah,
I'll bleep you later.
We're on a break at work. And he told me, he's like, oh, you want to smoke? I'm like, hell yeah, let's get it. So he's like, all right, pull up to my whip. I'm like, all right, pull up. And he gives me his dab, you know. He's like, you want a big dab? You want a big dab, baby dab?
I feel like I worked there with you at this point.
He's like, big dab, baby dab? I'm like, I don't know, bro. It's my first day. Let me get a baby dab. He's like, all right, got you. This motherfucker, he smokes fat. This motherfucker smokes fat. And I'm like, baby dab.
So fat.
He gave me a fat ass. His baby dab was a fucking, like, it was fat. I hit it.
Seem fat.
Dude, I go back to work, dude. Don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm like, where am I at right now, dude? Am I working right now?
Exactly.
He's like, you good, G? He's like, you good, G? It's alright, G. I'm like, no, I'm not, G. Like, I don't know where I'm at. Like, what am I doing? He's like, just use math, G. I'm taking money from customers, and I'm supposed to give them their change back. And he's like, do math, G. I'm like, I'm not that good. I'm not that good at math. He's like, do your best, G. And we're short like 20 bucks that day.
Hey, no, you can't say that. This is like people are gonna hear this.
Yeah, fucked over though.
It's okay. Let him talk. I'll cut it out later.
Yeah,
You got fucked
you
over
can
though.
definitely hear this.
Like,
we just make sure they don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
No, you're good, bro. Keep rocking.
To be
You're good.
honest,
You're good. Keep
at this
rocking.
point, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hey, I feel like me and Wesley were in a situation
Short
like that one
story
time
though,
where we got
like,
way
end
too
of the night,
faded.
we're
Like,
short money.
Hey, you know what? Wait,
I wasn't good at math.
Listen.
Wait, let me take over.
You know what my boy Wesley said though? He's like, hey, motherfuckers gotta eat. And I was so faded, like, Wesley, I'm high to a T, bro.
I'm keeping it
barely
beat, though.
18.
In my era of this though, see, everybody done had an era of being high or working fast food somewhere, my nigga. So I feel like without getting into too much detail, this is everybody's life.
Yeah,
that's true. But
this
was too high, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm still 17, dude.
But that's what I'm saying. Just imagine Wait. Imagine 18-year-old me, right? I'm right here flipping the burgers, looking across the mat, positioning the burgers,
assembling them
and
bitches.
I look at this nigga like, people gotta eat.
I'm telling him like, bro, like, you ain't even taking the dab yet. Like, nah. He takes his dab and then he's like, I see what you mean, bro. He literally pulled me aside like, bro, I see what you mean now. He's like, this is crazy. Okay. Like, real shit. Like, real shit. Like,
okay.
Like, we're over here like, what the fuck? Like, fast food.
I hadn't taken dabs in the longest time until I went to your party like last year for that Christmas shit.
Oh, okay,
And when we all took shrooms,
Hey,
dude.
pause. Maybe like I want to talk about that too, but I feel like a side note that we could talk about is just the idea of dabs in general. Because earlier you had an interesting opinion on it. Earlier you had an interesting opinion, and I'm not gonna lie, my opinion on what you just said has kind of refreshed because the other day, randomly, speaking of jobs, right? A random nigga I met gave me a random free amount of wax.
Oh yeah, you told me Wesley at B-Dub.
I was like, and I haven't dabbed
A random of what? A random of
wax.
what?
And I haven't dabbed
gave
in
him
forever.
wax to try.
I don't dab, right? You know what I'm saying? But I just got some in my hand, and I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do with this?
Dab it.
Okay.
What is this?
Exactly. You know the money. I ended up dabbing it, right? But going on
what does it paint to do with
I
paint?
kind of rethought his view on that, and I want to hear about your view on that because I hadn't dabbed in so long that like when I dabbed, I was like, damn, maybe I get why people think that in some sense feel that it's more cleaner because he gave me some really good shit. And I don't dab, you know what I mean? So I kind of had like an objective perspective on it. Where I was like, this is not my shit, but like I just did it because I got it.
The pen sucked.
And I kind of rethought that idea for a second where I was like, I get why sometimes people feel like this isn't like smoking because smoke in general is like smoke. It's a lot of smoke. It fucks up your lungs.
It feels a little thicker sometimes.
You know what I mean? Dabbing, you can do it one time. It's not hella smoke.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden it kind of hit me. I'm like, I get why in some sense it's healthy because you don't have to inhale as much smoke. You're not dealing with as much literal burning of something.
Yeah. Even though it hurts. Even though it does burn.
What I wanted to say though, that's a high temp is the Bernie Sanders concert, bro. Remember that shit?
Oh my god.
Bernie Sanders concert.
The craziest memories of my life.
So high, dude.
Taking the craziest dabs and going to
the
a Bernie
punk rock
Sanders
show.
Yeah. The Bernie Sanders benefit concert. Punk rock show in the middle of wherever the fuck.
Dude. Peep this,
craziest vibe.
I'm going to call you Donald right now because we
Call me Donald.
Donald.
Hey, I'm not Daniel.
We
Danny, I'm
introduced
Donald,
him as Donald,
motherfucker.
bro. That's fucking Donald.
Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. We gotta take a shot.
Top of the morning.
One time back in the day,
Top of the morning.
this motherfucker had a show. He's in a band. And he invited
Shouts out
us,
the
right?
band. What's the band?
Wait, did you have a show there?
What's the band?
Nah, was it?
I didn't play there.
It was a benefit concert.
We went to a punk rock show in like LA, like LA.
Deep in LA.
We just went to it, huh? You didn't even play.
No,
like
dude,
borderline, like
we got moon rocks.
Orange
we were taking
County,
dabs.
Hell yeah.
Fucking the whole fucking tank.
But
it was
part
nuts.
about it was a rally for Bernie Sanders.
It was psychedelic.
That's
dude.
why.
So you didn't get
Bernie
it was honestly
Sanders benefit
psychedelic
concert.
Dog, we walked in and we're so high, we left in 20 minutes.
You know what? That's time lapse.
We're way too high.
Dude, I might have had some time lapse because I felt like we were there longer, bro. Like I felt like we were there at least an hour.
Like, it was honestly ridiculous the amount of lit we were for like those bands.
Yeah,
like,
everyone was looking at us like, what?
Who'd you see?
Niggas were looking at us like, "Are you guys?"
Wes, who'd you see?
We're like, we're sober.
We don't
We're
even
just
know. Dude, they were like just a bunch of
That's how
backyard
I am.
punk rockers.
What
a
bands
bunch
were
of
playing?
It was just
you guys,
random.
they were backyard punk. Yeah, mosh pit.
You guys mosh pit though, right?
They had free beer.
Dude.
Yes, sir.
Bro, I've been to a mosh pit for
Remember
this
they
food
had free
show
beer.
when I was young, and Andrew fucking twisted his ankle. I
Oh.
want to tell you, remember that show when you twisted your ankle at his show? That was like the best show you fucking did back in the day.
Can I tell a story about when I first
Remember that
like
shit?
one of the first times I mosh pitted?
Yeah. Let Donald tell a
Go
story
off,
real
go
quick.
off,
Yeah.
So I was in Kane country, and
Dirty.
it was for my brother's friend's band, you know, and he was like, "Oh, it's in my backyard. Like we have a band. We're gonna have a little party." Through a party, I'm like, all right, I'm done to like mosh pit. So we did it, and sure enough, we started mosh pitting. It got lit, dude. It was random in backyard, probably like not too big, like size of this. Like
There was a balcony
backyard.
like that, right?
And I started mosh pitting. I fell down on the floor, started getting beat up.
All right.
People started hitting
Think we
me,
were there.
blah blah blah. No one was like
was it
helping me
where
out.
was it at?
It was in Canyon country.
Okay,
In
pause.
the backyard. Yeah, we were there.
Pause. Let me
Wesley,
tell
we
you
were
a
there.
side story where I feel like
He was performing.
I feel like
there.
everyone in.
I think.
Wait, calm down.
It was rock. It was
No,
like
dude,
a rock.
no, 100. I think every person in this same pod with you, except Mauricio, might have been there.
Yeah.
Dude,
that
Hey,
same night.
No, let me tap
need-
into it. Let me tap into it deeper than you guys even know.
Yeah.
Someone who was gonna be on this very pod, but they're launching a company, and shout out to them. Shout out to Jordan. She plugged us up with another guest on this pod.
So you guys know Emerson?
But hold on, don't do none. We were there. Don't even say.
See?
Don't even say that. Don't even say
Let
that.
Wesley connect the dots. Let him connect the dots. I called it, bro.
Don't
The
say
minute he
another
said
word.
Can
Shout
Country, I
out
said
to
dirty,
downside.
dirty. And
Shout
I
out to
yeah,
downside. Don't say another word.
So I was
That's
there.
Emerson was a downside.
We were all there.
Emerson was a downside.
All of us were here, bro. All of us are there.
Anyways, I'll finish
That's
my
like
story.
2014, 15,
Like, I'm
I
gonna
don't
tell
even
you.
know.
This is how I met
16.
Emerson. This story I'm telling you is how I met Emerson.
Okay.
So, I'm telling you, this is how I met him. So look, Rattler was on the pod, right? And then boom, this girl that we went to GWE with hit us up. She's Rattler's homie, and she sent us some other people from the pod. I hit her up and said, "Bruh, low key, wasn't you in a band? Like you didn't used to play bass or some shit?" And she was like, I was like, I think my first show ever you played at. And she was like, that was my house. I have pictures from that night. She sent me pictures of me, Ruben, Matt, Andrew at that show. And that's where I met Emerson at. She was in the same band as Emerson.
Emerson worked with us.
I was like, Emerson worked with us at Wesley.
So I was like 16, right? I was like 16. I wanted a mosh pit.
Company name.
So I mosh pitted, bro. I mosh pitted.
Is it still recording?
It was a small group. I got my ass beat, bro. I fell down quick because I was late.
Bro, me and Ruben have a picture fall down at that very show.
I just sent that to you,
bro. I got my ass beat, bro.
Dude.
Someone picked me up.
I got fucked up too.
Like they're my best friend.
I performed that night, dude.
That dude.
That's
bro,
what I was saying.
I'm telling you, I worked with him at that spot, and I met a homie that played in the band there. That was like he was like, "Yo, you were there." Like he played in the band at that show.
That was the first day I ever got fucked because I'm a good dude, you know, like I'm a good homie, like you know, but when you're mosh pitting, no one's your homie.
No, it's an accident.
It's free for
Hey,
you.
shake it, Andrew.
It's like you're skydiving.
At day and night. Remember the Sexual Waterboys mosh pit? They literally opened it like a sea.
I was fucking gone.
Remember, like a sea, bro. And we just ran at the other side.
No,
do you remember that?
That shit was like a fucking like.
My first, I performed with Chug.
It was. I swear to God, that shit was a simulation.
I remember you fell and I was like, no, and then someone else swooped you up.
Rock
I was small, dude. I was like, no, Andrew.
I pulled up with him.
And someone was like, I got you.
Yeah, bro, that shit was crazy.
I was like, hell yes.
Why don't we bring that back? Why don't we perform that again?
Hey, Jim Morrison.
Why don't we
bring
throw
mosh
a
pits
show?
back. We need to bring mosh pits back.
Hey, pause.
Wesley, why don't we throw a show, bro?
We were just talking about throwing the show, and we explained it to the homies in the last one right now. We said that the first homies we started playing the show with was you and Isai.
Need more beer.
And then we started meeting Rattler. We started meeting a lot of other homies. So right now we starting to do it again. It was just a matter of like now we got Derek that's down. Now we got Pasadena heads that's down. We got like some homies from here that's down. We gonna throw one show and then we're gonna try to do one in New York.
Let's do it.
But I feel like it was a matter of like now we have a good amount of heads. Right now, if the original idea you hit on money, it was me, you, Sweet. It was largely
you guys did some funny shit.
But then we started meeting a whole bunch of motherfuckers, and we were like, okay, Derek, I've been making music for years. He already doing shows. You know what I'm saying? We started meeting a couple people. We're like, we could throw a little bit bigger show.
It's got to be everything, though. It can't just be music. It's got to be entertainment, too.
We got it, bro. We got Ariel right here who was just on the last part.
Because you can't just... Because people get bored off music sometimes.
We got... that's the vibe.
That's why me and Donald should have been on that comedy one. The comedy tip.
I'm just saying, like, it's got to be a lot of shit because people like different shit. You know, like, you don't know what people want until it happens.
I feel like
you get the views, you know?
Now, you hit on the money. That's a big part of, like... crafting it, if you will. I'm like, since if you do one really well, you can kind of do it in the perfect way. Like we could have the homie host it, MC it, say really cool shit, get the people in a vibe, then organize who's gonna go on first, who's gonna go on second. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You could have a real sauce thing.
Yeah,
it's really just about mainly getting the venue because we got the people to do it.
But what I'm saying is like, you guys might want something, but it's like what other people want, like you guys gotta like figure out like
I think we haven't done hella.
Let's do this.
I haven't done hella shows myself, so I feel like it'll be a vibe to like learn through it, if you will. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's the cool thing, at least about me, is like Ruben can tell you. I feel like in that regard, probably a little more, because I feel like you've went through mad shows at this point now. Like from when you started getting on it to now, I'm just on the brink of starting to do shows.
And you could. I believe in you. We all believe in you.
How do you feel about how's it been from now, and how do you feel about your future shows coming up? Like
I used to be super into like the idea of playing shows everywhere, but now I'm taking a different approach, and I want to build like shows from a home base. I want to play shows in Santa Clarita. I want to play a bunch of bars out here and just build like a home base of fans instead of trying to like spread myself thin. Let me just fucking build it from home. Bars here, bars there. Hey, they're going to play here once a month. And then it just starts to build from there. Instead of, like just conquer where I'm at.
I see what you're saying, though, because a lot of times, like, even when I found other artists, like, that's like a big shout out to the homie Clash he recently had on. Like, we talked about a lot of different stuff, but one thing he leaned on was that he's like, I'm a figure in my community. In Long Beach, he was like, I throw shows for other people, like I do, you know what I mean? And I've understood that is a big part of maneuvering with the Yo grind. Yeah, the homie Clash, another musician.
Was he didn't make it tonight? Or?
Nah, he couldn't.
He's
make
supposed to, but he couldn't make it.
But I feel like on that tip, that was one thing he resonated with you just said.
That's who you were gonna go pick up.
Yeah, like on that idea, he did the pod the same day as you, but on that tip of just like being kind of a figure in your community. Like he was one of those fools I understood the importance of that from, where it's like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes being a figure in your community takes you further than you think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
And like that's kind of what you was getting at right there, like the idea of like, bro, I've already known you to expand mad, range with your shit. But like just the idea of coming back and being like, nah, like I gotta be the man here is like something that like, it's crazy.
Hey Wesley, when it comes down to music, what do you expect on the beat? Like soul? What do you expect? Like what kind of beat?
That's true.
I think
is it like indie, because indie,
I think
they have really good beats.
To be honest,
but like
I feel like that's something I kind of question a lot because I
there
feel like
be a lot of beats
I feel like
there.
I thrive in some sense with the idea of like versatility. Like I don't really like to know exactly what I'm going for. Sometimes I feel like I get pigeonholed, but that idea of like lo-fi indie shit, like I talked to Mauricio about a lot of times, is that like when you brought up the ill-advised and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I can't deny I have a certain affinity for like lo-fi airy beats and shit like that. Like I just in my heart have a certain affinity for it.
Yeah, like
you know
for
what
me,
I mean?
like for
but
me,
I feel like I also have a certain affinity for variety, and they just
definitely.
back. You know what I mean? They just come back. Like,
I could get Wesley's back on that. Like Wesley loves all types of music. Don't get it
I
twisted.
really love all types of music,
like
but I have a certain affinity
like
for like that type of music as well. Like it does something to me. Like,
for me, I grew up a lot on Kanye, and I don't know. I always like Kanye, and knowing that like soul beats, soul music hits me. Probably because I like Kanye, Kanye's all about the
like that was an influential choice for you, and to be honest, he was one of the influential artists in incorporating old soul into new hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like that, like for a lot of young people right now, bro, like it's kind of like as we talk about a lot, there's certain shit that's classic and timeless, right? And the people that are able to incorporate that classic and timeless shit into our new modern shit are really like
that's
making
Kanye.
the waves.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Also, who thinks
like,
Kanye is a genius?
Dude, Kanye's my favorite. And for some reason, like I like movies, man.
I don't think he's fake.
I love. There's a director named Woody Allen.
I think Kanye.
Woody Allen, he makes a lot of jazzy type music.
I think,
Woody Allen.
I think to be honest, he showed a lot of the shit that we as people are like insecure about showing.
Definitely.
Kanye.
You know what I mean? But like, we just don't got $1 billion to not give a fuck.
Definitely.
Exactly. The thing is, Kanye, he's misunderstood in a lot of respects, bro.
Yeah, like what does he got to lose exactly?
You guys seen the documentary about him or no?
I've seen a lot of parts.
Real good. First season.
Not gonna lie, that might be like that and the Juice WRLD documentary might have been the most inspirational documentaries I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Juice WRLD documentary is pretty crazy.
Like that one and the Juice WRLD documentary are probably the top documentaries I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
You guys should see the new Showtime show on HBO about the Lakers. Ooh, it's real good. Showtime.
The Lakers. Yeah. Your brother was telling me
I gotta check that out. I've been seeing little clips of that.
Man,
that's the next show I'm gonna check out
it's
for sure.
Crazy. And I love it because the director, he loves NBA.
It's on HBO.
He's white. He loves NBA, but he's white. Like NBA in the 80s.
Okay.
And now, like, I've really seen from the clips of it, he was given a real realist view of it.
He showed what he thought of it. He's like, I don't care about the color. I care about what I see when I see the players play.
But the fact that he doesn't know that,
the
like,
80s
it's
Lakers,
like
Magic, Kareem, Worthy, watching
not
them
everyone
play,
knows
it's
Kareem.
like, boom, it's crazy.
But no one knows if Kareem is white, black, or white.
You don't even. It's like watching Curry now. It's like, dude, like you're watching somebody that's historical, man. Like you're watching Magic. You don't know he's gonna have
Like,
AIDS
in
in
the
the
real
future, man.
perspective of
When
those
you're
people,
watching
that's what I'm
him,
trying to
like you're like, damn, this motherfucker's bad.
Yeah.
But then you know, like he's got fucking AIDS in the future. But still, this motherfucker's bad, dude. He's a
bro,
bad
but like
dude,
think about
man.
that
He's-
perspective though. Like
How
in
is he
reality,
still
like,
alive?
imagine like
Talent.
none of that existed.
Yeah.
You just seen him who he was.
He's got talent, man.
You know
And
what I
he's
mean?
the
Like, you
most
probably
talented
look at the
point-
world differently.
He's He's 6'9", point guard.
When we was born, like that was already out. Like we already
Bro.
knew the Lakers was like goats. We knew people didn't like
and
the
the
Lakers.
thing about
We
this
knew like
show-
all this shit about them. You know?
Okay.
It's crazy, man.
Imagine being around a time where you didn't know nothing about the Lakers, but like that they were killing. Like,
Yeah, and
by the
during
time
the-
we were growing, we knew all the goods and bads, all
Yeah.
that shit. Like you know.
Yeah,
And during the 80s, it's like the Lakers were like Detroit Pistons. They were shit. They got no
Nigga, when we was
viewers.
coming
They got
up,
nothing.
It was Shaq and Kobe. That shit was a vibe. We were just like, they're
Definitely.
up.
I wish I lived through that. I wish I saw Shaq and Kobe. I wish I would have seen
In the
Kobe throw a
fucking
lob to
Staples Center.
fucking Shaq.
Imagine
Boom.
that. Imagine being in the Staples Center seeing fucking Kobe like. Dude, just imagine that.
Hey, I was
the
there.
energy.
Hey,
the
I was
energy.
see Kobe, but I didn't get to see Shaq.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Imagine seeing both of them in that
crazy
prime.
shit, bro.
I saw
in
Kobe.
2000, 2001, 2002.
I saw Kobe.
Crazy shit.
Bro,
No,
dude, I saw Kobe when he went against Shaq for the first time when they parted ways. That game, and then they ended up hugging each other on the fucking floor.
I went to.
I was at that game, dude.
I went to. I didn't go to the game like specifically, but I went to LA live and I saw Kobe's last game. And let me tell you, man.
Fuck, you were there?
Okay.
Yeah, every restaurant, everything was
You're down there.
That
it
sounds
was
crazy.
me, Tyler. It was when Kanye's album came out with
Don did the
Life
first
Pablo.
one?
No, Life of Pablo. Life of Pablo.
We heard it on the way over there. Best album I ever heard. Like
That's
on like
early.
on like a certain like fucking like perspective of like a memory, you know, like
Yeah,
you
you know-
listen to you listen to a song, and you're like, it takes me back to that time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That whole album takes me back to Kobe's last game.
I know how
Bro,
that
I was,
feels.
me
yeah.
and my
Every song,
brothers-
dude. Famous is probably my favorite song
From
with Rihanna.
Kanye.
Hey yo, I know this is random as fuck, but
Okay.
while I got all you niggas here, I gotta ask.
That's a lot.
What is your favorite fucking song from the Consecrate era? One of mine that I'll
What?
throw in there to remind you guys though
No one knows
is
who
the
that
one
is.
with Matt, Nick. Nah. While I got you, and you,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
here.
you did, you did,
Everybody
you did,
here
you
damn near
did.
know about this
Fuck
shit.
anyone else. Yeah,
I was just
remember
saying that.
Whoa.
One song that I remember from that era, just to start it off, that I really remember, is the one with Matt, Nick, like your homie Third Eye. You know
Oh
what I'm talking
yeah,
about? Like
it was
that
Urine,
Nick.
right? Urine.
Yeah, and you're like that was one of the songs I remember from that era, and Sweets. That was goated.
Yeah.
What
song
was one of
that?
y'all
What
favorite
song
songs?
was that?
Do you remember? It was one of your songs. It was on your tape.
I like Wacky Whack.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Nah, that
oh
was
no,
not-
that was
that
a
was
me and
me,
you. That was me and you.
Yeah.
Jeez, forgot about that though.
That was a good one.
That shit was crazy. That was.
I don't remember the name,
I
but
got
y'all
the
know what I'm
key,
talking
man.
about.
That was called Stupid.
Stupid. That was the name of the song.
Oh
We
yeah,
gotta listen to it right
Stupid.
now. Listen.
That was one of the first songs we made.
But that was mine. What was y'all's?
Yeah.
Wacky Whack was mine.
Yeah,
That was yours.
I fucked with Ignite because it had the
Ignite?
capital C's intro.
You know which one I found the other day, Andrew?
Which one?
You're all right.
Yeah, we talked about
Little
that
Light
shit.
of
We
Mine.
talked about that shit
Little
last
who?
time.
Little Light
And
of
I had to,
Mine.
and I had to
Light
go
of Mine?
fact check it
I don't
because
know
I
what
knew
the
I
name of
was
that
tripping.
song
It
was, but
was
it
Little
he
was like
Light
a
of
did. It was
rendition I
19.
did of Little Light
But
of Mine.
yeah.
I don't know what we named the song though. You know what I mean? But like
Little
in the
Light
song,
of
I
Mine.
literally like flipped.
Yeah,
I flipped
the beginning
Little
of the
Light
song
Mine,
though goes like this.
song.
He's like, yeah, smoke like 4 to 7
I don't remember
times a
the name
day.
of
He's
it.
like, it's a
It was the
lifestyle,
one
you
we
know.
made though, where it was like we put the
Would it be?
picture of it was like a light in a tunnel.
If I pee, you guys still gonna go?
Oh shit, I remember that.
You know what I'm
We
talking
did that,
about?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
They
yeah.
actually pulled that from an interview. I remember seeing the interview where he
found
says
that
that
shit
shit.
recently.
Take off your headphones. Take your headphones. Your headphones.
Quick bathroom break.
Yo, shut up.
That was a long
What's up,
time
Mauricio?
ago.
Who's next? Yeah, it's your turn to talk, baby.
Good times, bro.
Shit, on my favorite Consecrate song.
Or anything. Yeah.
That's a hard
Take
question.
the reins, buddy.
I don't know.
You
I
ain't
don't
talked in
know.
a long ass
Yeah,
time.
bro.
I don't know the name of the song, but it was whatever the song that you guys played at your show when it was in the back of that
Was it
that
the
guitar
first
store.
one's like a mad one?
Y'all remember like the
No, I'm
guitar
saying,
store?
like, who
Yeah,
set
I
was
remember
it though?
that.
That shit was
Who
so.
set was it though? Because we all did different sets. We literally even played a new Ruben
Yeah.
song.
I
at
think
that
it was.
shit, like,
No, I think it was one where like multiple folks were on. I want to say on the same song, and I want to say it was you as well. Maybe Third Eye was on it. I want to say
it wasn't Third Eye though. I know exactly what you're talking about. It was a song with me, This Fool, Matt, and Andrew. I don't remember the name of that song.
I know you were on the fucking decks, fucking holding that shit down.
You know what I'm saying?
Why don't you guys do another Consecrate album, dude?
That shit would be
Seriously,
hard.
why doesn't everybody just get together and throw out some music as friends? Let's put it out.
I mean, shit, I feel like it's time.
What the fuck?
I feel like
next Friday everybody's going, right?
I feel like I'm down for that. You did hit me up about that.
Yes, next Friday. I'm saying it right now on the podcast. Next Friday.
I feel like you know how it goes though. It's the idea of time in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm down to make projects and shit like that, but right now in the last 2 segments of this pod, I talked about 3 projects I got dropping this summer.
That's what matters the most.
You know what I mean? Like I for sure I'm down to do some more shit, but I also have to drop 3 projects this summer.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I think life and the phases that come with it take time.
Yeah,
so, like,
it does.
The consecrate shit, if you will, is never really done.
The consecrate shit was like 2017, 2016, even 2018. That's when I was Shady Drew, right?
Yeah.
It's not good. That time was fucking trash.
But like I said in your pod, pause though. But like I said in your podcast, I said it like 8 times in your pod. Without those times, would you be here though?
I would not.
Right?
That's the hill. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's the hill I have to die on. Like for me too, bro. Because I don't look at those times like they was the best of my times. But without those times, would I be who I was? Like would I have the cultivation of like being able to do any of this? I don't really think I would be where I'm at.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? Like I kind of had to go through like those phases.
I had to go through that to know what the fuck I've been through. Like okay, yeah, like because of this is why
I feel like I'll probably just be going through that right now still if I just didn't go through it.
I agree.
Because look at homies that just started music right now. Don't you think they probably got to go through that in some form themselves to even know what the fuck we even talking about?
Yeah.
But we on some shit where we just been through that shit. Like we just did it.
Yeah.
Like when it was no like fucks to give, we just did it.
Yeah, in some respects, yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Still then, goddamn,
definitely. In some
I've been through that. I've been through all that.
But yeah.
But because it was real, bro, we really just did
it.
We were like, fuck it. Like, not a lot of people get to do that.
So young, 16, 17. Younger than that.
Hey, dude, now we're in our mid-20s. What are we going to do with our lives?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a fucking 25.
Hey, dude, gas. How expensive is gas right now, dude?
25.
This nigga talking about how expensive gas is.
Yeah, no, wait, for a quick second. That shit's crazy. Fuck the excuses. Biden did that.
Biden did do that. Thanks to Donald Trump. Nah, for real. Thanks to Donald Trump.
You seen the stickers where he's like, I did that. You seen the stickers?
Donald Trump.
I know everyone's seen the stickers where he's like, pointing at that shit.
Donald Trump is the reason why we are today.
Nah.
Who's vibing it?
No more.
Shout out Donald.
Shout out, hey, that's my boy Donald. What you mean?
Shout out Donald.
Donald
Trump.
I guess we could just
Donald Trump.
What are you guys looking forward to this for the rest of this year?
Yeah, because before we get to the end, matter of fact, wait.
The end? No, this is not the end.
This is the end.
Why?
But I do think one thing that I realized that we didn't do in any of the other pods.
This is the end? Yeah. We just started 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, nigga, each one was 20 minutes, but listen.
Nah, the last one was long.
But listen though. I'm trying to give you the reason to like I'm trying to give you the reason to end this on an extended
look, he's trying to silence us.
No, I'm trying to give you
the host of the podcast is trying to silence us. This is crazy. Bro. Hey, we got fans out here yelling.
Weston, go ahead. No, ignore him. Weston, go ahead. Go ahead. Fuck them.
What was the actor's name from The Pianist?
Shut up. Bro,
what was his name? Adrian what? Adrian what? Brody. Adrian Brody. Earlier this one was saying that Andrew looks like Adrian Brody. And I was like, who is like the Jewish guy in The Pianist? And it said me.
so annoying, bro. Now you're burning me out, bro. Like, now I'm at the talk at this point.
Definitely.
Like, you're burning me out.
Yeah, you know. They're having fun.
Nah, I'm not having fun, though. I was trying to tell you to shut up for a second. I was trying to tell you something real quick.
It's good.
That we didn't get to do the life information segment in none of the other ones. So I was saying this one could be a little longer because we could do our life information segment.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you had a solution to the problem.
I was waiting for you to kick back, though.
Classic West.
But we didn't do the life information segment in none of the other ones. So I'm saying right now, maybe we could pause it and hit it in this one and it'd be the last one. We didn't get to talk about
I feel like
yet.
something that people don't know, or whoever watches, is that me and Wesley, we've known each other for so long, and we fucked with each other for so long. Like,
fuck each other.
Everyone here can attest. They can attest to that we just fuck with each other for real. So it's all fun and games.
No.
But yeah, let's do that shit.
All right, so I'll
press
start
another random one though.
I'll start it off.
The third black key. The third black one.
No,
The
third.
Right
All right, but what I was about to say is, I'll start it off first, so that way you niggas know like what this is.
Yeah, and then we could go this way.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. Because we haven't
got
got to doing it yet, so I feel like to end it is the best way to start it. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna say is, for me, my life affirmation this time is something, you know, every time we get to this segment, it's something you look at differently in the past 2 weeks, month, or year, or, you know, anything like that. You could, the time limit is up to you. But for me, I feel like I look at, you know, something we say, like, look at it this way and I look at it this way now. So for me, I feel like I'm going to touch on a little bit of, like, the future, because that's the theme of this pod. And I feel like the future for me is something that at one point in time, I looked at as maybe like not important. Like I looked at it as like the present was where you need to kind of stay to maneuver to the next part. And I feel like on the tip of the future lately, I've been kind of thinking that like it's something that you have to craft, if you will. Like I feel like as I've gotten older, I've realized it's like a lot of different paths you can take to get to the future that you finna be settled up in. And like in order to kind of get to the one you want, you have to craft it more than you sometimes as you coming up think. I feel like that's something that's like when I was young, I kind of looked at it like more of a necessarily like a path, if you will. And like I feel like as I'm gotten older, I've kind of just been like, damn, bro, this is really some shit like you create, if you will, like what your future is. Like there's a lot more little details and shit to it that you like adjust with your own personal tweakers that like I haven't, I don't know, early on I ain't really realized that was like your own doing, if you will. I feel like it was a lot more just like Geppetto with the hands.
Can I go next, or is it
we just gonna go to the right.
Circle? I don't want to lose it.
You ready?
I don't want to lose it.
No, left then.
Can I say it now so I don't lose it?
Popcorn it. Say it, Donald. Go, Donald.
Go
I don't
yours.
lose rotation.
No, go yours.
No, go Donald.
And then you're next, right? Just so we can smooth this side out. All right, got you.
Go, Donald.
So
no, Donald, don't lose it.
Go yours, then Matt, and then we'll go to Ruben.
Yeah, just go, Donald.
Boom.
Right. Well, I just feel like in a certain way, like if you want to do something, just do it. Don't be nervous. Don't be shy. You know, like people might be like, you know, they might feel like a certain way. They might be awkward. You know, like blah blah blah. You know, just shoot for the stars. You know, the sky is so beautiful, man. Like you ever look at the stars, like when it's dark,
vibrating?
No. Just be quiet. You ever just look just look up and just look at the beauty in like life? You know, like you ever do that?
I do all the time.
You guys ever do that?
Hey, you ever seen Forrest Gump? What do you say in the end?
I don't know, but I mean, it's positive. It's positive for sure.
But nah,
it's kind of positive.
I'll help you out. You say you gotta stop and smell the roses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
And that's what you get at an idea of like what you talking about. Like
Man,
you ever
like,
stop and smell the fucking roses?
Definitely, but for me, it's like the stars, man. Like you ever look up and just,
that's how I feel like you're describing that as that.
You ever just look up and you just look at like, damn, like dude, like our solar system or like our sky is so beautiful, man. I mean, you just don't notice it because we're scared of it, you know. And
I feel that, bro.
I just feel like you just gotta shoot for the stars, man. And even if people just fucking just unrecognize what you want to do, just do it. Get bullied, blah blah blah. Like, what's gonna phase you? Words? Like words hurt. but actions speak louder. You know, like you can do something and show something like you talk shit about me, huh? You call me this, you know, and look at me now. You know,
the deeper idea of it is just being who you are, proving whoever's talking shit about you wrong.
And just don't be scared, you know?
Yes, sir.
And just do what you want to do.
I like that.
That's what I gotta say. Like,
all right, what about you, man? You
no worries.
Think about it and shit.
You know, yeah, I wasn't really thinking. I was just listening to Donald.
But what about yours? You think right now?
Yeah. You know, what am I looking at differently?
It could be in any time too. Shit, it could be in the last 5 years.
That's what I'm looking at differently is like
I have to pay this BRB.
Potential. How do I word this right? The
we might end it though.
So it's like this. It's not that I didn't think it had potential, but realizing just how much more potential there is for this podcast. I said it before it started, I think. I was like, you know, being a clown, I was like, oh, the Vine Tree, like, the most diverse podcast in the world. And then I was like, huh, that actually sounds kind of like right. Like, I feel like there's been so much different, like, diversity within these podcasts.
Bro, even yours, bro.
You know, like
when we picked up the homie, bro, he loved the fact that I told him I was talking about video games for 2 hours, bro. And we were about to talk about completely the opposite of that when we linked with him.
Yeah, you know, and like it's just like realizing like right now, like more so with like all the other different like people and like walks basically like here together and like everyone's, you know, getting along and it's, you know, all fun and it's just that's like really what it is, just like more diverse, like the most diverse podcast in the world.
It's a dope podcast, man.
And like it's like, you know, you hear everyone out, it's like
it's local, man.
Thank you,
yeah,
bro,
it's local too, like it hits home, you know.
Like I lived through Saugus, man. I went to Saugus High School and I was listening to the news that one day when the shooting happened. You know how that felt?
Yeah, that shit was fun.
Like,
Man.
You know what that happened for? Like, it hurt, man. Like, I was like, my little cousin, he goes to school there. He's a football player. And the fact that, like, that happened when all that bullshit happened, dude, like, that kid decided to shoot down fucking Saugus.
Damn, but I'm not gonna lie.
First person I thought of was my cousin.
I feel like that
And
shit
my
was
aunt,
really fucked up, bro. But, like, I always had to be that one nigga. Like, when I heard that story, bro, it was really, like, it always hit me in a way of, like, his story hit me in a way. And I hate to be that nigga, but, like, I was always that fool that like had to tell his story to other people because other people was like kind of neglecting the fact that like
he was going through
his path. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like his
but,
path
like,
to
the
get to
thing
that
is,
point. Like I feel like everybody, you know what I'm saying, when they do some fucked up shit, like it's always like, damn, you could have done this, you could have done that. But I resonated with just me being someone who was felt weak in times at certain shit. And I was like, I heard his story and I was like, damn, his dad died this year. His girl dating another dude, and I'm like, I may be stronger than him, but I know that it's the world and it's people that those things affect in a certain way that just like
Wesley,
destroyed them.
let me tell you something. You know what hurt though, Wesley? Listen, all right. My aunt, she's a cafeteria lady, all right. My two of my cousins, they're yard duties, all right. And I have a little cousin that attends at school and he plays football. At Saugus, I graduated from Saugus. You know, like that hurt, man. Like
I feel you. It was close to home, but I feel like
that's
the idea.
What hurt.
But I feel like
the idea, though.
But the idea of it being like, for me personally, the idea of it being close to home and the way people kind of weaponize him on some racial shit really fuck with me because I was like, I get how some personal shit can push people to an edge and they try to put other factors on it where it's like I get it's other factors that exist, but like in the reality of the world, bro, when anybody lose their father figure, when anybody like something like that happens, you kind of go through a position in life where I don't know how you gonna act.
That's when you gotta learn
you
that,
know what
like,
I mean? Like I don't know how that's gonna affect
that's
you.
when like people gotta learn that like kids have real issues.
That's what I'm saying. It's on some euphoria shit at that point, like where it's like if you going through this shit as a 15-year-old kid, I'm not gonna judge you because of it. Like you were at the age to kind of like understand how to handle this shit. You know what I mean? I mean, I feel that, but I also feel like when your dad died, you lost life. You know what I'm saying?
And
that affected you in a way of like
you look
your
at
shit is fucking up now.
I think you're just a compassionate person, Wesley.
Well, nah, you know,
I am, but I feel like I also don't personalize shit in a way where it's like if something affects me personally, I don't weaponize the person where I'm like, damn, that's my family. Fuck you in any sense. I'm really empathetic in that way. Yeah, that's what I mean by rather than compassionate. I'm really empathetic in that way. I'm able to hop into someone else's shoes.
It's exactly because look.
Or empathetic.
Well, let me just finish real quick.
Let
me just finish real quick. It just came full circle right there because recently it's like I have this coworker and he always says like it's a phrase that he says, but it has to do with murder, but it's the same concept. He says people always look at the person that gets shot. You know, they never look at the shooter.
Why you think Kendrick got famous off that song?
Coworker keeps saying that to me, like basically saying like, and he would use that like, you know, comparison like for everything. You know, like oh, like yeah, like this shit's happened, but like why is no one looking at that?
Like
you know?
in a metaphor, it depends on the fire.
And I've been looking at that differently, so it came full circle.
I agree with
right
the extreme of
there.
it, right? Like there's niggas that do some crazy extreme shit, and I'm like, it's unforgivable. But I feel like there's also a sense of things that push people, especially when you're not old enough to really fathom the reality of certain shit.
The thing
can
is,
just fuck you up. Like
the thing is, you can't be old enough to know that whether it's killing someone is right or wrong. You know.
I feel like things can fuck you up to like to get to that point, though. You know what I mean? Like experiences,
if
really.
If get to that point, you deserve what gets to you. You know, like even though it's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that is the way of the world. I'm not going to
it sucks, man.
I think a part of that is the way of the world, though. Dead ass.
That's the way the world is. But I feel like
that's the part though where I'm not
it's
like
more
for
so
sure.
like that was the only way really you could take matters into your own hands.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm just
so
not,
I'm
not for sure on the way like your mental can kind of be affected by certain shit, especially as a kid.
It's sad. It's
like
a tragedy.
as an adult, I feel like I give you way less leeway. You know what I mean? Like, but as a kid, it's like, damn, dog. Like I gotta give you some leeway.
Yeah, but you can't because if you give them leeway. What are they gonna do in the future?
Even if it's like I'm going on some spiritual or scientific shit, like if I go on scientific, I gotta give you leeway because your brain developed.
Because you're a kid. Well, what happens 5 years later? They do the same thing. You give them leeway?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like as an adult, way less leeway.
Exactly.
But I feel like as a 15-year-old,
so you learn from it.
I feel like a lot of shit could really affect you.
That's what's supposed to.
You know?
So you learn from it. So like if the person that choose to do it, they don't do it. Later on in life.
Like as you get older in life, you should learn, bro. Like you should learn some shit.
But if they do the same thing, don't give them leeway. You know?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you know, as you grow older, I feel like everybody should grow and learn from their experience in the world.
You don't.
But like, especially in certain shelter areas, I feel like certain shit can happen in a way that really affect you. Like, how much have you seen? How much of this have you experienced?
You know, that's why that's why it's a tragedy, bro. Because you look at it on every angle. You step in his shoes and see he's got all his family there, and then you step in the kid's shoes and like, well, fuck, he really didn't have any family, and everyone didn't even fucking like this fool.
He randomly
for
went through a point where it was just like, I got no family.
It was almost like no one fucks with me. Like it's like literally like
and we've seen
no
that
one
story in
fucked
history
with
for
him,
life
like, for whatever reason. You know,
like in life, we've seen that story of like how that just manipulated some fool to do some wrong shit. Where it was like not what he should have done, but it just like fucked him up to do the wrong move.
I think that brings the question then, is there such thing as right and wrong?
That's what I.
Or is it all just nature?
I'm gonna hit you on the beat where
me too.
I'm a person where I down that hill where I do not think there is a thing.
Me neither.
Yeah. I don't think there's a thing.
I think
bro.
what's
I think
right
it's
is
up
wrong
to you in a sense. Like you know.
No, Wesley, I hate to be that
Nature.
guy.
It's just
but
nature.
what's right is wrong is color. That's what I think. What's wrong is the color. What's right is the color. The color means so much. Like
of what? Wait, like race?
Yeah, exactly.
Like racistness?
Basically.
What, I'm lost, bro. I'm dead ass lost, bro.
I don't understand.
I look at what's right and wrong like a yin and yang shit.
I don't mean to be a dick. Like,
I'm dead ass lost.
What's right is what the white person thinks. What's wrong is what the other color means.
Now I get what you're saying.
Black, you could be Mexican.
Now I get what you're saying. Though. Like, I'm gonna break down what he's saying philosophically. I understand.
That's what I think it means.
No. What he's saying,
it's so like it's a dick way. It's a dick way. Like
I get what he's saying. He's saying some deeper shit. He's saying that like in the reality of society, what they try to determine right, which I agree with, is a lot of white shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like for instance, think about not smoking. Think about not smoking weed. or like something
it's
like
not just that though. Like it's everything.
Like culturally, that is what's pushed is what's right and wrong.
If I'm speeding,
and I agree with that.
If I'm speeding, Wesley's speeding, we're gonna get a ticket for show.
Nah, you speaking on the realness, bro. I was just explaining to this one. I haven't finished it yet.
I'm not trying to be a dick though.
I'm gonna keep it with you. You speaking to Honey because I just watched a new episode of the Atlanta season, right? And in the first episode of the season, he doesn't show no characters of the season, right? You know what he shows?
His personality.
A white family adopting a black kid. And
what he lives through.
And he's portraying how it's slavery. They have an organic garden. Like it blows my mind, bro. And I'm watching this shit like
picture perfect.
Like what the fuck? Like is really going on? But like that's what he's saying. He's saying that like in the identity of like what is really going on in the world right now, this is what is perceived as right and wrong. As far as
we can't tell lies.
Like what is the laws enforcing? As far as like what the world is enforcing, they enforcing that is what's right, and anything that ain't that is wrong.
Exactly. Even if you're gay,
and it's hard to look in the world and not see that. That's what's going on.
Exactly.
Like you'd be a different color, you'd be gay too. You'd be Jewish, man, and they could hate you.
I feel
like it's different.
I'd almost be kind of sleep to see that. That's what like
something sucks.
Bro, no, let me touch on now while we here.
Go for it, man. I mentioned it
because I done had a feeling about that today, my nigga.
I'm glad I mentioned it.
I was at a party. I was at a party last night, and I was like, bro, this straight shit is too much for me. And it's not on no gay shit. It's on some shit of like,
what do you feel?
I fuck with non-binary people, bro. Like I feel like sometimes straight people take this shit to a different degree, bro. Like they take this shit to the degree where it's
can
like
be extra though.
I'm shaking a nigga hand and they judging how I'm shaking a nigga hand. Like it's too weak. I'm like, bro, you goofy as hell. Like
I'm just saying what's up.
But you said it's too weak.
Yeah, like you goofy as hell at this point. Like
nah, that's unfair.
Agree.
But that's what I mean. On the tip of like, I understand what you're saying. Like certain shit is pushed in culture to be like the way it is, and anything that's outside of that is just not it. And that's I feel like you getting that on that's a problem. That also lies in that area as well.
It's not certain though, Wesley. Wesley, it's not certain. It's every day.
Right.
Every day. It's not certain.
Yeah. Honestly, I think we just freestyle about it and end it.
We
could.
I still want at least Ruben and Andrew and Mauricio. I want to hear their affirmation real quick. You know.
Oh shit, we just went through all of ours.
Mine kind of like got like turned into this whole thing, you know, and I respect that. That's cool. That's good.
All right, let's sauce up your life affirmations.
But yeah,
you're right. Matt Loki saved the show right now. I didn't realize it, but he did. Your turn, guys.
Yeah, because that was real shit right there. Like, that was real ass shit.
Okay, well, my life affirmations, like overall or like 1 week?
It could be any amount of time. Any amount of time. Whatever one you want to do. 1 week, 2 weeks, a day.
To be honest, I just think like we're in a new state of mind where like anything we do is like possible of achievement. As in like, okay, like what we on right now is like the experience of learning like new shit, which is like, you know, like 2D animation to 3D animation.
That's what you're doing right now.
Like your NFT.
Yeah, what I'm doing right now is NFTs.
I want to hear about this. Let's go.
And like what I'm doing right now is just learning about like and anything that's like learning about like changing who I was back then. Like right now I'm learning about like NFTs. That's about like 3D shit, right? Right now I'm learning about like, okay, I should focus on like you know how you originally draw and stuff. That's what I've been doing. Like I just been drawing like my 3D stuff, like, you know, around the world. So like I just been focusing on like myself, you know, like focusing like, okay, I should worry about like what I got going on with myself, being a good man, you know, not worrying about being a nice man or being a like or whatever man, just
shout
like
out to my boy new track Sober Man.
Yeah, sober man, like just being a good man, you know, and that's what I've been worrying about, you know, just being a good man, you know, nothing else.
I respect that. Not gonna lie.
What's a good man though?
A good man is like worrying about yourself, not worrying about anything else.
Because a good man could be anything. Like,
a good man,
if you have a girl, do you not like
a nice man?
How do you treat a lady? How do you not?
That's what I'm saying. A nice man is worrying about yourself.
I think
a nice man is worrying about what you got going on
for himself. Like, you know what I'm saying?
A nice man is like worrying about like other people.
I understand what you're saying.
A nice man is worrying about other people.
Like getting into the depths of his life affirmation and digging into the like.
A good man It's worrying about your tribe. Worrying about what you got going on.
So is a good man a good?
Yes, a good man is a good thing.
Yes,
Yes.
an open Pandora box. I'm trying to switch it to Ruben. Like,
I fuck with that shit.
That's
for another time. But I see what Andrew's saying with it, like, because especially the way he broke down the nice man and good man shit. Like I
don't
see
know.
that.
It's just it came off guard.
I was about to resonate with it, but like we got time though. We got time though.
Affirmation.
Yeah, Ruben.
I think my recent affirmations include I've been trying to get more healthy physically.
Damn.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that now though? Because I do say that was your life affirmation on your pod originally.
I feel like
how's it been going?
I feel like it's been going well. I feel like I feel younger than I was like a couple years ago. I like eating healthier. Like, you know, makes me feel like, you know, just more awake, better person.
I feel like I
better
catch you on a
moves.
run every now and then. When I be riding, pull up to the pod. every now and then I see the homie running around his block.
Hey, bro.
What do you eat though? What do you eat? What do you like to eat?
Dude,
What do you
3
like to
miles a
eat?
day. 3
What do
miles
you eat,
every
though?
day.
What do you eat? Salmon?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Tilapia? What you eat? Ceviche?
I love
I had to see him a
ceviche.
few times.
We love
Ceviche is fucking fire.
Aguachiles.
Aguachiles.
Yeah.
Gas. What else? What else?
I love seafood.
It's still going, right?
Me too.
We about to end in 1 minute.
Okay, but yeah, my life affirmation is just being healthy and in all aspects, not just physically, but mentally, spiritually. Trying to get better every day. It's a daily process. As long as you just stick with it, you're gonna get better at it, and just do what you can do. Do what your best is, not what that dude's best is, or don't compare yourself.
Exactly. Don't compare.
Just
do
your,
what you think
what
is
is
good.
your honest effort and be the best
Good.
person you
Keyword
can be.
good.
Hey, y'all niggas talk at the same time too much.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Like one nigga at a time.
Jimmy, man. Jimmy, chill.
But that's it, yeah. Be true to yourself.
Yeah.
All in all, I want to thank y'all for fucking coming.
Before we get to that, I want to finish up my line.
Oh shit, you had a lot of time to think, man. And you be having long ass ones, shit.
And it's gonna be a long one. At least it's gonna be at least a partial long one.
Goddamn, let me buckle in.
Alright, let's give him the respect and let him talk. You feel?
So, this whole past few months has been a very reflective period, and the opportunity to have been able to work on the podcast.
Giving his really long life information and it's over. Give us 1 minute.
Speak.
Working on the podcast has been like something that I didn't anticipate that was gonna be like the opportunity to work on it at the time that it was. But I'm glad that it came when it did, because working on it, I was given the opportunity to meet and talk with so many amazing people during this whole season that like I felt like I really was able to treat this podcast as like a therapy for myself and like a way to like kind of like express whatever it was that I was thinking at the moment, and like at the same time learn from every person that came on this podcast. Like every conversation that happened on this was an amazing one. I don't think that there was a single episode that was like a dud episode. I think there was like a gem in everything, and then like I'm beyond thankful for the opportunity to have been able to work with and meet so many people. So like a big part of my affirmation has been like just affirming the like community aspect, because a big part of the Vine Tree has been like centered in like bringing in the community and like building in and spreading out like beyond just ourselves. Like Wesley and I were like the trunk of this tree, but like we are by no means like everything of the Vine Tree. Like everyone here, and like this isn't just limited to the people that are like being shown on camera, but like this is also the people behind the camera.
Branches.
Like the amount of people that you guys have seen today,
there's
like,
more
have
over
been,
there.
Like the double amount have been like on the outside of the camera, like hanging out, supporting us. Like, I want to give like a huge thank you to like my parents for like hosting this place for us, giving us this opportunity to like.
Your parents,
bro, they gave me this this blanket that I'm like so comfortable with.
No,
I'll tell Maurice's parents, God bless you for real. For letting us like
definitely.
connect this shit and have everybody here.
Very kind.
Been a motherfucking great season.
Best parents.
Honestly, like,
yes, sir.
Without them and without everyone that's coming through and like supported us, like this wouldn't be a thing. And like, I'm beyond thankful for the community, and I just want to like
thank you,
affirm
God.
like my like position and being like so thankful and for like just the support from everyone.
And we got to shout out to New York, bro. Because next season,
No more like.
Future endeavors are
If you're
gonna
saying
be.
it, you've been
And no more like. And
amazing.
I ain't going to say like anymore in the podcast.
Continue what I said.
No more light.
No more like.
That's my focus.
I love you, dog. No more likes.
No more like.
Go to NY.
Hashtag no more
I'm gonna
light.
say mad too many times.
You better than like. You sound too Cali, dude. No more like. You sound too Cali, dude. You sound too Cali. You're going to New York.
You're going to New York.
So like you fucking.
We coming for
You
you.
sound like you just saw Good Will Hunting. You gotta sound like you saw Goodfellas.
Fucking hunting, bro.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yes, sir.
You couldn't even be on less.
I'm like Bossa Nova.
Hey, yo,
They're gonna be like,
let's
what the
throw a show in New York. Let's get it.
That's after the LA one.
Let's throw it. Yeah, okay. Let's throw a show.
Fuck yeah. That was all. Wait, let me get the Mac one for the end. One more time. 1, 2, 3.
Seen some motherfucking shit. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, all right.
Peace out.
Let's go.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Vine Tree Radio.
Man, we ain't here for a long ass time. I'm at 1%. I'm a Carlin a Bond thread. She just put up in that sundress. Hey, I'm a Carlin a Bond thread. She just put up in that sundress. Hey, she just tryna keep her son fed. I'm just tryna see her undress. Let the pain go, blow the steam off, throw the black dress on, but it ain't that easy. Bills pile, life ain't been easy. Two-step with me, I know I could get cheesy, but you could use a laugh, stumbled on your path. Brenda got it, baby, but her light still shine. Her man been beating on her, shit burn my mind, make a grown man cry. I might have to undo happen one more time. Life too short and you too fine. Share convo with me, baby, have a little wine. Life get deep, don't let it stress your mind. How I deal with mine, put it in a poem, record it in a track. Hope it touches your spirit, I'm only interested in that. I see you break your back for them kids, for your love, have my rib. I'm a young boy, but I'm grown in my mind. Bet you enjoy a break from the games. We as men play, we have men for a reason. I'm your sensei. Walk away from the pain, let me demonstrate. I offer pleasure cause your presence made me levitate. So we should go to my crib and meditate. Hey, fuck, that was close as fuck. I feel like I could do it better. She let her guard down when I come around. Burn a spliff up anytime I touch down. As the plane fly over the hood, let her know I'll be back, cause so good. Past the mind, in the essence of a love. Looking at the sky every time we above the ground. Smoking on the big spliff, now I come around just to break your fears down. You ain't gon' live this life too long. Stuck up in a rut, you better move now before your ass stuck in your last life. I'm talking past lives, the way I look, I don't care at all. How I look on the beat for y'all. Hey, sing a song, let them know I'm all. Hey, don't indice and all, risking it, flipping it, take it far, drifting man, sipping fans, drifting man. I didn't play, lost this chain, lost my way, lost my chain, lost my name. Hey, hey, dude, that was crazy. In that sundress, ayy, I'm a Carlina Bond thread. She just put up in that sundress, ayy. She just tryna keep her son fed. I'm just tryna see her undress. She just tryna keep her son fed. I'm just tryna see her undress. I'm a Carlin a Bond thread. She just put up in that sundress. Ay, I'm a Carlin a Bond thread. She just put up in that sundress. Ay, she just tryna keep her son fed. I'm just tryna see her undress. She just tryna keep her son fed. I'm just tryna see her undress.
Vine Tree Radio. I know it's hard to face. Reality's a phase. I can't hold myself down. If everything's a game, I'm taking chance to blame. I can't keep going round. I know it's hard to face. Reality's a phase. I can't hold myself down. If everything's a game, I'm taking chance to blame. I can't keep going round. I know it's hard to face. Reality's a phase. I can't hold myself down. If everything's a game, I'm taking chance to blame. I can't keep going round. I know it's hard to face. Reality's a phase. I can't hold myself down. If everything's a game, I'm taking chance to blame. I can't keep going
Round and round the cranium, my thoughts is playing pinball. Long before I've been smoking these papers, bitch, I've been raw. 2016, I'm on the floor with that pen dog. Right, the truth is guaranteed to make your mama pissed off. Now I'm in the studio with a blunt in hand, I'm going stupid. Beat the beat up, stir this juice I'm sipping, got me feeling lucid. Reality, a version of the matrix that you stay in. On the roof, I'm dodging all these bullets in my Ray-Bans. Caveman, sticks and stones just like Rayman. Saying that they want a new wave, I brought the rain in. Everything I do is entertaining. Will Smith, Fresh Prince, I'm entertaining. Look at the wrist, I make it litty. Stupid, oh cool. Look at the wrist, I make it litty. Stupid, oh cool. When I'm at the shows, white girl, show your titties. Baby girl, I'm not your dad, and I won't call you pretty. Catching something different like disease, I call it COVID. I'm spitting from my lips from coughing and they falling over. Everything I do is so equipped, it's like a Range Rover. I'm hopping out with new shit and the game is over. When I get to rapping like this, man, I keep composure. Cause anytime and any second it can fucking go. Blow just like a little pop. Everybody know I smoke the pot, I got a lot and I'm always chasing to the guap. When I do it like this, I spit way too stupid. Tornado in the game, going dumb, these niggas goofing. Why they goofing? Like Juice WRLD, I'm lucid. Hanging with the crew, so you know this shit is stupid.
I know it's hard to face. Reality's a phase. I can't hold myself down. If everything's a game, I'm taking chance to blame. I can't keep going round. I know it's hard to face. Reality's a phase. I can't hold myself down. If everything's a game, I'm taking chance to blame. I can't keep going round. I know it's hard to face. Reality's a phase. I can't hold myself down. If everything's a game, I'm taking chance to blame. I can't keep going round. I know people.